All right. Fire them up. What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Genre of Your Life podcast, your go-to podcast for all things movies, TV, entertainment. I am one of your hosts, Doug Jones. With me, as always, are my amazing co-hosts and two of the best people in the world, two of my favorite people in the world. The first, we have the wonderful, amazing, incredible, it's Mr. Nick Johnson. How's it going, Nick?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Happy May, my friend. Happy start to the summer movie season, my friend.
Yeah, it's finally here.
We are in and out. And last but not least, it's Mr. Hollywood himself. It is the incredible, amazing, wonderful. It's Mr. Moses Lally. What's going on, Moses?
Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to take this time and talk about, movies with y'all, and I'm glad to be here.
Oh, man. And you are the one out of three of us that's seen Sinners now 3 times. So congratulations to...
Yo, 3 times? That's insane. Oh, I'm jealous.
You know what's crazy? 3 times, all in IMAX.
Oh, jealous. Yeah.
All of those times, the theaters were packed. It was like all sold out 3 times.
And it's because I just saw like they were trying to like re-release it in IMAX, and then like I scrolled down like a minute later. Oh, it's all sold out. I was like, yo, what?
I think I saw that too as well, and it's crazy. I think that there was a crash. There's a crash. I think they're going to reboot it tomorrow or whatever. I think Doug told me about it a little bit, but it's crazy. I literally scrolled even like on the 17th or 18th. It's like nothing.
It's the same, but it's like it kind of makes sense. It was like it's 3 Coogler movies for me.
Yeah.
They need to bring back these, bro. I'm telling you, for the IMAX release, bring back the film strips.
No, for real.
Bring it back. Oh, no, Nick, bro, I'm hella mad. You know why? Because I had one for you when I saw it last week, and the girl was like, you only have one. I'm like, no, this is for my partner. This is for my creative partner. And she goes, no. And she pulled it out of my hand, and I said, oh, man. I said, okay.
Well, hey, listen, thank you for trying. I do appreciate it.
I had 2, bro. I was like, She goes, why do you have 2? And I said, it's my friend. He's downstairs. And she goes, I said, okay. And then I was like, the sad, Charlie Brown music, the wah, 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 walking away. But yeah.
She was just doing her job, though.
No, I get it. And we love Harkins for a reason. But hey, Thank you, Moses, for doing the Lord's work and getting us hopefully possible IMAX sponsorship. I was throwing it out there. But no, welcome you all to the show. If you're new to the show, welcome to Genre of Your Life podcast. If you're returning, welcome back. We are so glad to have you guys all here with us on this week's episode. Like I said, we are kicking off the summer movie preview season, of course. We got a lot to talk about this week. Housekeeping, of course, you can find this show on your favorite podcast platform, whether it's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, YouTube Music, or your favorite podcast platform of choice. You'll see our beautiful faces on our YouTube page with the video element of the show, youtube.com/Midway Avenue Productions. Whether you're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon, YouTube, please subscribe, rate the show, review the show. We want to hear from you guys. Leave a comment. Your feedback means the world to us. Good press, negative press, or in between. We will take it. We do really value your feedback a lot. And again, for the 1,000th time too, we still need your help, guys. Everyone, please. Our goal is to get to 200 Apple Podcast ratings by end of the summer. We'll probably do a bit more giveaways this summer. I got a few posters to give away. I have a few things to give away that we have from our friends from other studios. So look out for that. We are currently at 39. Thanks to Moses adding us to the review last week. So thank you, Moses. Our goal really is 200 ratings on Apple Podcasts. So please, that really means the world to us. Again, that helps us get more, more sponsorship, but also get more access to more interviews, screening, stuff like that. So again, thank you all for the support. Guys, we want to hear from you guys too. What are you all hyped for this summer in terms of movies, shows, you name it? We have a great summer ahead of us for all things film, TV, entertainment. So we have a lot to cover for you guys this summer. We're just getting started. With that said, Nick, let's get into the first. I can't say big movie because it's a streaming movie, but still pretty big. A movie that you and I saw at South by Southwest, which was the premiere, actually, our first thing we saw at South by Southwest, which is Another Simple Favor, which is the sequel to the sort of hit movie of 2018. I think it did pretty well on streaming. But No simple fable follows. Stephanie Smothers agrees to travel to Italy to be the maid of honor for the devious and cunning Emily Nelson. However, she soon suspects Emily's goodwill is part of an elaborate plan for revenge. And like I said, this is the first movie that you and I saw. Our first movie we saw as critics at South by Southwest. What were your overall thoughts on Another Simple Favor?
So, it was more entertaining than I thought it was going to be. Initially, it was kind of like, I don't know how they can like do a sequel without it feeling just needless, gratuitous, repetitive. But they were able to do like a fresh enough spin on it to where it was able to keep me engaged. The Are we able to get into spoilers for this one or not yet?
I would probably, we can do it next week if you want, because I think the movie just came out today.
Got you. Okay, bet. Well, then no spoilers overall, though. I will say I feel like the chemistry between everybody, like the energy between everybody, really good. It felt like no one beat. It was really funny, more funny than I thought it was gonna be. A couple of twists and turns that I didn't expect, but yeah, I don't think I have anything. I don't think I have any like critiques over the movie. Very fun. Blake Lively controversy aside, solid film. Trying to think. Yeah, no, it was a good time. I would give it like a 7.5 out of 10. There was a part at the end for me personally, which I thought was a bit wonky, but it's like, okay, yeah. Sure, I guess. One scene was just one scene definitely was insane. It was like it was one of those things where like they're slowly gearing up to it, and then like once it happens, you're like, there's no way they're about to commit to this, and then they did, and I was like, holy shit. But I will say though, even like it was cool because, like you said, Doug, this was the first premiere that we went to. First premiere, I think. Yeah.
Yours,
first premiere. My first premiere too. And so it was cool to like actually see everybody, like the actual actors and Paul Feig. Cool to see everybody, like the actors, Paul Feig and everybody, like actually on stage. That certainly heightened the experience for me. And yeah, it was insane. This isn't a spoiler, but it was like we're walking in, like you see the red carpet, yeah. And it's kind of like, oh wow, you look over in the corner, holy cow, that's Lively over there. I'm not used to celebrities in person, so that was like kind of cool. But at the time, I didn't see anybody else, and then I remember we all walked in, we're all like walking up the stairs, and I just kind of turned and I looked at the staircase on the opposite side of the building, and I saw Blake Lively walking over there, and I was like, oh wow, not like it was like immediately in the moment it's like, oh man, I gotta get a picture, but mostly because it's like, oh, it's like famous, but then it's like especially like the particular actor, I was like, maybe I don't need a photo with this one. But great movie, taking anything away from the performance, like I said, all that stuff aside, solid movie. It was fun. Yeah, it was fun. A couple of great twists. I thought it was good. 7.5 for me.
I hope you don't mind. I told everyone your Matt Damon story last week about.
Oh my no! I was like, that's I think the one regret I have about South by Southwest, because like I was walking down the stairs and just in the corner of my eye, like I was like, is that? Damn, that guy looks like Matt Damon, but he looked like thinner than he looked like a little bit thinner, like he had like a big beard. I was like, maybe that's not him. And then I fucking I meet up with you, Doug, and like I sit down, and then I think you point out like, oh look, there's Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, and I'm looking, I'm like, oh no, that's the holy shit, that's the guy fucking passed on the stairs. Because I thought about like, hey, Matt Damon, but like I was probably just some guy that looks like Matt Damon, a little socially awkward. Let me just avoid any potential awkwardness. But again, so hey, audience members, listen to this when I tell you, if it's an opportunity, take it, because you never know who you're walking past. Like you never know what's gonna happen. I could have got a picture of Matt Damon. I've been watching Matt Damon in movies since The Bourne Identity came out, bro. What was that, like 2003?
Yes, sir. I believe so. Yeah, yeah. You're
Hey,
absolutely right. Man, you could have been good Nick hunting, bro. Come on now.
bro, I would have talked my way into the Odyssey movie. I'm telling you, I'd have been right there with Matt Damon, John Bernthal, Tom Holland, and Zendaya. I'd have been there. Listen, Mr. Nolan, I know you already casted a couple of these Greek gods. I've already read the Odyssey. Cast me as Zeus. Cast me as Poseidon, bro. Cast me as the Cyclops.
Cyclops, yeah.
Cast me as him. I'll kill it.
You would be the first person I would love to see shot on 70mm IMAX. I'm just saying.
I would love to see me on 70mm IMAX too. I'm teasing.
Oh my god, I'm hurting, bro. Oh my god. See, man, this is the show's not same. When you're not on the show, man, it isn't the same. This is what I'm talking about. But no, yeah, honestly. So again, simple favor. I love the first one. I saw it with our beloved Julia. And I'm a big Paul Feig fan. I can think back to like Unaccompanied Minors, one movie I was obsessed with as a kid. And everything from Bridesmaids to Freaks and Geeks to Spy, you name it. I'm a huge fan of him. I think this movie being the exception. I think his stuff in between Spy, the first Simple Favor and this haven't been all that great personally. I think a few misses here and there. But this is one I feel like with this, The Accountant 2 is it's a few rare sequels that kind of deliver like a good and fun time. And I will say that I definitely prefer the first one a bit more. I think
100%.
I think the first one balanced the tone of mystery, thriller, and comedy a lot better. To your point too, Nick, you're right. This is definitely more of a comedy for sure. This is definitely more of like Paul Feig's alley of like the comedy, the kind of like witty banter here and there.
Because one thing with the first one, it was like I think that was like the first Paul Feig movie I had seen.
Really?
As a matter of fact, yeah. But one thing, how you said, as far as balance, it was like it's like the comedy stuff because like it's Anna Kendrick and she's good at that. We've seen that from her in other movies and like the comedy worked just as well as the more serious, menacing scenes.
Yes.
So it was kind of like I don't think I've ever seen that before. And I was like, who in my head, I was like, who is this director? Because both aspects of the movie just, I don't know necessarily if I guess like they if they didn't necessarily complement each other, they certainly worked well together. I guess that means that they did complement each other. But again, it was like a perfect balance. It was like this movie's kind of, it's intense, but the funny stuff is just as funny, but it also makes sense like within the world because I could have high-fived all of them. Damn. I just got to jump the stage now. I just got to do it. But no, like but no, like it was he does a really good job at that, like bottom line, like it didn't feel like it's a funny movie and they're trying to make it serious. It didn't feel like, oh, this is a serious movie and they're like forcing humor in. No, like it was perfect on both ends.
Yeah.
And like the mystery, because I was like, with the first one especially, what the hell is going on? Like, what is this character's deal? And it was fun unraveling that. And even with this one, it was kind of, I think it was a little bit weaker than the first one, but it was still solid though. It was good. Her assistant. Oh, she was hilarious. Like, oh my god,
she was really funny. She stole the show because she's a new addition to the cast. And I
remember her in the first.
Yeah, she was a new addition. Allison Janney was a new addition. A few people here and there.
Alex
Newell. She stole the show. She was really funny because she was.
I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Newell or Newell.
I think it's Newell. I could be wrong.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I'm gonna go with Newell, but for the most part, everyone's back. Henry Golding's back. Ed Reynolds is back. Bashir Salahuddin is back. Everyone came back for the most part, and
Anna Kendrick was back.
Blake
Lively was back.
And could you imagine it wasn't them? Again, as someone who prefers the first one, I was still very entertained with this one. I think this one definitely had more of like a Knives Out, White Lotus vibe to it.
Well, I can see that, especially with Knives Out. Yeah.
It's what I kind of felt like, and also again because in between the first Simple Favor and this one, Knives Out came out, was a big deal, and then in between this, White Lotus came out. I really do appreciate that them shooting on actual locations too. That like it wasn't like, oh yeah, we're in Italy and here's a green screen probably somewhere else. Like it was actual locations.
Yeah. Sound like we're in Italy, but they're actually filming in like LA or Vancouver or something.
Yeah, Atlanta somewhere. It's like, no, bro, that's ATL. Yeah. Hold up now. Yeah, to your point too, like they didn't miss a beat. It felt just very like just with it. And I think a good sequel should always kind of like capture the magic or the essence of the first one as much as they can. I do think with you, there was the things I was kind of like the actor. Who's the actor that plays? You made me laugh so hard.
Who was it the husband, the new husband?
Yeah, Michelle Morone.
Morone?
aka the villain in the next Batman, probably. There's a scene where he goes, "Shut the fuck up," and you started laughing.
Yeah,
I started laughing.
I know that he's already been in a few movies. This is the first film that I personally have seen him in, and I think he's a good actor. I think what was going on was like it was probably just like he's having to like act and be intense like through it's a little bit of a language barrier, but the scene is so because I'll kind of laugh at any in a movie whether it's serious or not. So I do got to admit like that scene I was kind of like I couldn't help but chuckle just a smidge but because of like his acting. It was just like, context of the scene.
I laughed because you started laughing. I started laughing too, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, no, that wasn't a good delivery." But no, I think if you're a fan of the first one, I think you're in for a good treat. I'm still, I guess. They said it at South by. They were saying that like the movie had better viewership on streaming. I think the first one was kind of like a sleeper hit. Kind of both the Account too and the first Account and the first Simple Favor were both kind of sleeper hits. Like they did pretty well, but wasn't like large box office. But they did pretty well. But I think both movies found like more of an audience on streaming. This is why this one going to Amazon Prime, which is available right now, I believe. But no, again, I think so. I think. I will say that I think the first one was a bit tighter. The first one was kind of almost like a comedic, dark comedic Gone Girl in a way. And I think this.
Damn, yeah, it's a really good one.
I remember again. I want to quote Julia for that. And she's like, "It's more of a dark. It's like more of a dark comedy Gone Girl." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I definitely see that." And I think Paul Feig definitely. I think this is his first sequel. I think it's probably one of his probably his best movies since The First Simple Favor. And I had a few issues with characters here and there, like supporting characters, where I was kind of like, I guess whatever. They kind of add much to it. But overall, I was very entertained. I think to your point too. I think being at the premiere, it was our first premiere South by. It was your first premiere in general, and also just kind of being with the crowd, and the crowd was like going crazy for everything. And it was kind of definitely enhanced our experience for sure. But someone who really likes the first one a lot, I even watched the first one the night before we went on our flight to South by. I think it holds up pretty well. I think he definitely goes toe to toe with the first one pretty well. I'm with you. I'll probably give it a solid 7 out of 10. I also too, as someone who loves Bashir Salahuddin, who plays the cop. I was kind of bummed he wasn't in more of it, and they kind of joke about it. Remember at the Q&A, he was like, "Yeah,
he was like, I wanted to be on location too, y'all." I'm like, why didn't they have this man with everybody else? But
yeah, because I'm a big fan of him from Top Gun, of course, but it's one of my favorite shows he made, which is called South Side, about Chicago. He's a really funny dude. He's very quick. He was a writer on Jimmy Fallon for a long time, but he's a very of funny, very charming guy. But yeah, I think I want to see more of him, and I think you would agree that there's definitely open door for part 3.
Yeah, and I won't say nothing else, but yeah, because it is kind of like respectfully, I felt like part 2 was a little bit of a stretch.
I agree.
It was now to be, they did the thing with this movie for sure, but it is one of those instances where like, yeah, the sequel was pretty good, but did they really need to make it?
Yeah. Why?
Yeah. It's like, nah, low key, but
keep it on spoiler though. One of my favorite highlights of South by was the morning after we saw it. You're talking to your awesome fiance Kaylin, and you said da 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 da, and she goes, "There's another,"
Yeah, she's like, XYZ was going on too. I was like, I was like, hey babe, like, you know, we saw another Civil Favor yesterday, but like, I don't want to spoil it. She's like, you can just spoil it. I don't really care. I'm like, okay. She was like, what? Like XYZ happened? I was like, yeah, look, she's like, I'm definitely not watching this movie now. She can be very what's the word? Like
critical in a good way.
Yeah, because one thing I'll admit, like, it might be like, okay, I disagree with the criticism of, like, you know, whatever it is we're talking about, but at the same time, I was like, yeah, I can still kind of see what you mean, or I can see how you maybe came to that conclusion, to that decision.
Yeah.
And that's that's one of the fun things about watching movies with her.
Yeah. I agree.
But yeah, because even me, like, I when that particular had come up in the movie, like, even I was like, my thing was like, I can roll with this, sure, but I'm like, it just seems, because if they do, you know, hypothetically, if they were to do like the sequel, is it going to be like another similar thing to this, or what? Like, they would just have to go completely different. But, you know, again, it's like, you know, it works for the film. It's cool, it's whatever. But, you know, I thought it was fun, and it was fun.
It's fun.
Yeah, it was fun, like, kind of going on this journey with the Anna Kendrick character as well. But some of it like, there was one character that she was having like dealings with, where I just kind of felt like, yeah, you're funny, I guess, but it's a bit much, like, for this particular character in this particular position, career field, whatever. It's just kind of like, I'm not, you know, it's like, she's funny, but I'm like, I'm not really buying it.
I'm with you on that. I know exactly what you're talking about too. Yeah, I bet you if this does like gangbusters on streaming this weekend, Amazon's gonna be like, here's more money. Here's more money. I bet
it's about to be 2 more sequels greenlit, probably.
Our friend Nino the other day was like, they do a third one that should be called The Final Simple Favor. I was like, yes.
Yeah, because also, like, you got to know when to stop. Basically, you can't just sequels forever.
Because also people forget too, and I'll end on this. People forget too. The first one was a book, so this movie is not based off of anything. So they were going just off of of what they created in the first one. And again, I never saw Game of Thrones, but I do know people do know, talking to people who are fans of like established material, that most of the time when you go on your own thing, you're not adapting things off of established IP or material.
Yeah.
People don't tend to like that. But I think with this one, to your point, they got lucky with it. But also to your point, you got to know if you're on top, just stop while you're ahead. Stop while you're ahead.
Yeah.
Don't do it. And again, and to be fair, I'm saying this out because we care. We got a lot of negative hate on our YouTube. If you want to, but first off, shameless plug. If you want to see some cool footage from the premiere, youtubechannel.com/Midway Productions. We have a cool intro by Paul Feig and then Q&A. Check that out. But again, people didn't like us going to the movie because of Blake Lively. You got to remember, you can for movies and certain TV shows, you're going there for other people, like for Anna Kendrick or for the cast, the crew, whatever. You know, we're reviewing this movie as critics because it's our job. But again, if you're going in, you want to see it because of Blake Lively, that's your choice. That's totally fine. But if you're going in, of course, you want to review it with a fair bias. That's all I'm saying.
No, exactly. And it's whatever your feelings and opinions are, like, over that controversial scenario, not scenario, but like situation, like whatever, you know, those things to you can separate, I guess, the art from the artist. Like, we're not like seeing this movie in support of all that shit that was going on. You know, we're seeing it because it's a movie. We review movies. Yes. That's it. Now, you know, you can still leave comments, positive, negative, whatever. You know, Absolutely. Be respectful to each other. Be respectful to us for sure. But you know, because sometimes also, you know, I don't know if this is like a crazy thing to say, but sometimes it ain't that deep. Sometimes it's just, hey, we kind of just wanted to see this movie. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Speak on it.
Sometimes like it's just
It's a movie. It's a movie. We can agree to disagree, but again, if you're not a fan of her anymore, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
But again, we're reviewing it from a critical, just from our perspective, and it was our first premiere at South by, and that's it. But hey, thanks for the views. We'll take it.
Appreciate it for real.
Okay, on that note, before our main event, which is our summer movie preview season, I saw a movie last week that I don't know about you, Moses, but Nick, I think you're gonna fucking love this movie. I really do.
I know.
And that is The Surfer.
I do want to see The Surfer. I love Nicolas Cage.
I'll tell you this. It's so funny because this is and this is, I mean, as platonic as I'm saying this, Nick, it is so funny going to a movie without you because everyone's like, "Hey, where Nick at?" I'm like, "Oh, he's busy. He's like, whatever." And it's so funny. Like I'm in line or I'm in waiting at the press seat, whatever. It's like, "Oh man, where's your boy at?" I'm like, "Oh, he's busy, whatever." And he's busy, whatever. It's a family event. But this one I was watching, I was like, "Oh no, Moses." I think you like it from a filmmaking perspective. But okay, The Surfer. I'll get into this real quick. The Surfer follows a man who revisits his childhood beach to surf with his son. Humiliated by locals, he becomes entangled in an escalating conflict that pushes him to his limits.
Entangled?
Entanglement. Entanglement.
He was like, entangled Jada.
You read
I was like, what?
Listen, like 10 seconds. Ever since that fucking red table talk, whenever I hear the word entangled or entanglement, I get fucking heated, bro. She was like, it was an entanglement with so-so.
It was an entanglement.
Entanglement, Jada. He's like,
you know what's crazy? Yeah, the guy made a song out of it, bro.
I know.
No, dude, that song is hard, which is kind of like the
song's fire. The song looks fire. Entanglements.
It's like an entanglement with August. An entanglement with August.
That's gonna be our intro song to this week's episode.
Oh man.
No, I'm kidding.
No.
We'll be helicopter-righted. This movie.
We should drop a video on the anniversary of that Red Table Talk video, and then use that entanglement song like as our intro.
When did it air? Let's see. I can't play it because I don't want to get it like no.
Don't play it.
No. All right, so July 10th.
I'm teasing.
July 10th. Okay, so July 10th, 2025, guys. You're in for a great man. Jurassic Park. Who? Nah, this is the entanglement. It's the entanglement anniversary.
That's crazy.
But speaking of entanglement,
that's terrifying. We're gonna. Oh, I'm scared of Jada Smith because I saw her in Deadpool and Wolverine. Man, I don't want all that going
on. Hey, man. She's also really good as the Deal or No Deal host too. I'm kidding. Speaking of entanglement, I would call The Surfer Uncut Gems by the Sea.
My God.
Yes. Boys, I can't tell you the last time I was this nervous in a movie. Maybe Bo was afraid for other personal reasons. We'll go into that episode or go back to our episode that 2 years ago.
Bo was afraid, man. It was okay. But
no, this movie is, if Ari Aster made a movie, Ari Aster did Hereditary, Bo was Afraid, Midsummer. If he did a movie about surfers in Australia at a beach, this would be it. This felt like Ari Aster through and through. Guys, I can't tell you how nervous I was during this movie. My palms the whole time were like this. I was like, oh no, go home, please go home. No, bro, no, stop. This is really Uncut Gems by the beach. And the whole time I just felt so uncomfortable. And there's some things where I was like, oh no. Is it as violent as Uncut Gems? It's debatable, I would say. But what Nicolas Cage does in this movie, I mean, first off, he goes full Nick Cage. For sure. I mean, as you think. And, it's an hour 35, hour 40. It's an hour 35 minute of a panic attack / a fever dream. And I told it to Lee after the movie, and Lee started laughing. I was like, I'm not kidding. I was sweating the entire time. I was just like, bro, what are you doing? Just go home. Stop. And I just felt so anxious the entire time where I was like this. I was like, come on, bro. Like, what are you doing? I will say, if you like that kind of weird, Safdie brother kind of feel to it, with Ari Aster feel to it, this is up your alley. But if you don't do well in like really uncomfortable, cringe situations, do not watch this movie. Do not watch this movie. Because I was sitting there, I was like, oh no, I can't like recommend this to like, I don't know, like my grandmother or like, you know, maybe our older family members. Because they'd be like, what the fuck am I watching? And the whole time I'm sitting there, I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. But see what though, for a movie that has, it's in one location for an hour and a half, you just felt the intensity, you felt the anxiety, you felt the kind of just like the cringeness of it all. You're like, oh my God. And why I brought it back to Uncut Gems, I remember sitting down with you guys and our beloved Julia, where I was like, we're all there like this. We're all there like this. We're like, yo, no. And this is one that premiered at South by when we were there. But I don't know about you, Nick. I didn't hear shit about this when we were at South by. Did you?
Hell no, I heard about it when we got back, I think.
Yeah.
But when we were out there, I don't remember anyone like really bring. I don't remember posters, but we were kind of on the line. You know what I'm saying? We was handling business out.
We were
getting shit done, but I don't remember saying anything about the Surfer.
No, that's why I was kind of like, man, this movie is like really like trippy, but I think it's gonna be one of those divisive films. I think Uncut Gems is very divisive too. If you go back to like the Rotten Tomato score, critics loved it, audiences hate it. And I was checking last night because they had a screening last night for like Regal, AMC, whatever, last night for like fans or whatever. And I think it's very similar. Like the critic score was like really high, but the audience score was very low because it's a very uncomfortable film for an hour and a half. And to its credit though, I like that the supporting cast are nobodies, except for Julian McMahon, who played Dr. Doom in the OG Fantastic Four movies.
I was about to say, I know that name. I literally rewatched it like last week with Kaylin.
He's in it. Bro, he plays this despicable guy. He plays someone who's so despicable. And I was like, bro, I've seen the movie in like years, so it was
I never seen him as a good guy.
No,
I never seen this dude as a hero.
You don't, bro. And he's an asshole in this. And I was like, bro, I hate you. And I hate the word hate. So I'm like, bro, you kind of suck. But the movie does not shy away from like, I wouldn't call it torture, but like what Nick Cage goes through for the hour and a half, it's in a way of just like, why? Just why do you do it? Why? Just why is this going on? So I don't know. It's gonna be one of those films that I think either you love it or hate it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm kind of in between where I'm just like, it had an impact on me, but I really felt uncomfortable watching this. And it was funny though, when I walked out of the movie, gave my reaction to Lee and everybody, and someone said, "This is why you need Nick here." I was like, "Oh no, Nick was here. He would have loved this movie." I'm like, he would have loved this movie.
No, I think I would have because there was another Nick Cage movie. I think it dropped like 2018. It was called Mandy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's my all-time favorite Nicolas Cage movie, and it's kind of similar. It seems to like what you're saying about this one, where it's kind of like a fever dream. It's a lot because that movie like it gets kind of like psychedelic, kind of trippy, you know, like 80s rock imagery. Yes. A little bit like nightmarish, but it's like ambiguous. Like, what is going on? What does this mean? Ambiguous. So like, and that one too, like to your point about this, like he goes full Nick Cage. Like there was just one scene where it was just like this pure Nick Cage. Like I wouldn't be surprised if for that scene, Nick Cage just walked up to the director and was like, I know this isn't in the script. You just got to let me do it. Just keep the camera on me and let me handle it.
Oh, there's a few scenes. There's a few scenes where I was like, I beg your pardon. If you want to see it again, bro, honestly, to see your reaction, I'll see it again with you because I want to see your reaction to this because this movie is a trip. It is a fever dream.
Is that Dr. Doom right there? In that red hood?
It is. It was funny too.
See, because he stayed with them hoods. It was because when he was Dr. Doom, he had the green hood and the cape.
It's on brand.
You feel me? It's in his contract. I'm already knowing.
I tell you what, it was funny though. Everyone at Frost and everyone at Cult Classics were wearing the same outfits he's wearing at the screening. It was funny. And they're like,
see, no, that would scare the shit out of me because I'd be like, whoa,
hold up now. But no, I also too is that I really appreciate how, again, going back to shooting on location, it's all on location. Again, it's a very low budget indie film from Lionsgate and Roadside Attractions, but it's
Roadside
one of those
Attractions. Wow. Okay.
It's a movie that's gonna stick with you for a long time. I've been thinking about it since then. I didn't love it the way I love Uncut Gems or even like Good Time, but it stuck with me enough where I was like, wow. But again, I just felt so anxious during the time. And I was like, ugh. But there are a few things where I was like, no. But other than that, I gotta say it won't be in my top 10 of the year. I'll be honest with you, but it stuck with me. It shook me too in a way where I was like, oh my god. But again, it's definitely Uncut Gems by the Sea. I would give this movie honestly a solid, and it will still be fresh on the Rotten Tomatoes scale. I'll give it a 6 out of 10 because I didn't love it, but the impact it had on me, I'd give it props for. Also, it's an original script too. You know me. I gotta get all of us. You know that all of us are very similar. That like theatrical, IMAX, original. We give it props for it. But this is not IMAX, whatever. But it is theatrical and it is original. So yeah, I'll give the Surfer a solid 6 out of 10. And I appreciate the how ambitious it is and how ambiguous it was. It's very ambiguous. But again, if you like Ari Aster films, you like Safdie Brothers films, this is for sure up your alley. It's a small release. It comes out nationwide tonight, worldwide tonight. So yeah, if you want for a fever dream of a panic attack for an hour and a half, this is for sure your movie. That's all I'm going to say.
I got to watch this movie.
That's all I'm going to say. So, yeah, guys, those are our reviews for, of course, The Surfer and A Simple Favor. Another Simple Favor. I keep doing that too. With that said, speaking of, we are kicking off the movie season, of course. We are now, as we all know, Avengers used to do this back when we were in college with Endgame Infinity War, kick off the movie season like end of April, but I think this year we're going back to our roots, which again, the first weekend of May, kicking out the movie season. Last year it was The Fall Guy that we saw. The year before, I want to say it was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So we're going back to like having May kick off the summer movie preview season. And of course, I think we all agree, the summer movie preview season goes from May to August, unless Avengers coming out like end of April, we'll count that, of course. But I think we all agree that usually it goes from May to August is the quote unquote summer movie preview season. And with that said, let's get into this. I think we're all so hyped. Last night we had a funny TikTok from Nick about this summer. I think we're all very just like very hyped for this summer. I think even more than last year, I'll be honest with you. So
hell yeah, more than last year, respectfully. Because, dude, like for real, the lineup this year is like
crazy.
I never thought that it was gonna be like this ever again, bro.
I completely agree. So also to be fair, we don't want to discredit anything, but as we are advocates and we're very pro theatrical. We're gonna focus like we did last year and the year before on theatrical summer releases, because again, we all grew up on the summer theatrical experience, to be fair. So again, if we miss something or you want, hey, let's cover this, put it in the comment section below on YouTube or the review section on Spotify or Apple or Amazon. Waiting from you guys. But for this episode, we're gonna focus on summer theatrical movies, and let's go with this. So Moses, keeping it again, I know you saw it already. Thunderbolts. Again, we're gonna wait till next week for our full review. I think I'll say that we're MCU fans. We're all hyped for this movie.
Yeah, no. It's when I saw it, it's like literally like a 20-second little tangent that I'm gonna give here and everything like that. But when I saw it, it's 8 out of 10 for me. There was some like there was like a level of like humanity, to this film about a story that kind of focuses on the idea of what we go through with like with our sort of like emotions that we deal with, if that's trauma, if that's anxiety and things like that. They put all of those feelings through these superhero characters, and we kind of sort of like follow those sort of like aspect in their sort of like lives a little bit, which was really, really touching. The story focuses on that level of like groundness of storytelling, and overall it was a really fun film. It was really fun. Like it was, yeah. I just want people to go see it and enjoy it for themselves and literally think for themselves overall. And people keep saying that Marvel is back, Marvel is back, this and that. I thought Marvel was back when Captain America came out, but that's just me, like whatever, But but I think people are going to really enjoy the end credit scene for this movie overall. It's a good end credit scene, that makes you like appreciate, you know, um, you know, end credit scene way more than you probably did a few other, Marvel movies that came out. It's a really really good end credit scene overall for me.
Sweet.
But yeah, just go see the movie. Just go see the movie. It's fun. It's funny too as well. It definitely has a indie A24 feel to it too as well.
Really?
It's just yeah, in some moments.
Okay.
Man.
Jake
Um,
Schreier. Jake Schreier did that, right?
yeah, Jake Schreier. And I think this
Okay.
guy,
I
you
love
know, this
paper.
guy,
I
he
love
comes
paper
from,
towels.
yeah, he comes from, it comes from like lower budget filmmaking, so he kind of threw those
Martin
like
Frank. Yep.
yeah. He kind of threw those elements to to the film, but it's still a traditional Marvel movie with all the elements that are new to the Marvel industry that he decided to basically throw in.
Okay.
But the characters were fun, man. They're all a blast. But I don't want to say anything else.
Can we tease that we're gonna see the first ever out of theater reaction from Moses on our channels this week? Look out for that, folks. Hey, man.
Hell yeah.
Hey man, you're popping your cherry one with the other, man. It's gonna happen.
You don't get out of here, bro.
And then
Now the pressure's on now, Moses. You
What? Now,
can't fuck this
I'm
up.
not gonna do reaction, bro. Now
The pressure's on you, man. You
No,
have to
please,
get it
please,
right the
Moses,
first take.
Moses, please do, please, for me.
Nah, man, now you ain't gonna see nothing. Nah, get it. No,
No,
I'll
Moses,
still,
we need this,
please
man.
do,
We need-
please
you
do.
got this.
You beat us to
I'll
it.
still do out of the reaction. It's gonna
Thank
be
you.
literally a tangent of what I just said right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, just go see the movie for yourself. There wasn't any. I would say that I feel like I would if I'd say I feel like I would be spoiling it.
Who dies in this movie?
No, I can't say that.
Well, Mark
Okay,
Ruffalo.
I was testing you. I was testing you.
Mark
I was just checking.
Ruffalo.
I
Everyone
would
dies in this movie.
I would say there's more. It feels like there's more, action in Captain America: Brave New World than are in here, though. That's
Okay.
yeah.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
Okay.
my only, take about it that I felt that was different. And watching it, bro, I was watching this movie and I was like, man, this team, I hope this is not a spoiler, but I was like, man, this team is missing a leader, as I was watching. I was like, man, this team is really missing, and they're missing Captain America.
It's interesting that you say that because I haven't seen the movie purely based off the trailers and the cast. I would have assumed that like either Sebastian Stan's character Buck or
Yelena,
Yelena, yeah, like they seem
of course.
like the leads.
Yeah,
but so it is interesting hearing you say that. Like you kind of, I already wanted to see the movie. You enticed me to want to see it a little bit more now because now I'm like, okay, this team dynamic works.
No, when you watch it, you can basically be you can watch it and you can see some moments where they try to strategize here and there, and you can already tell like, damn, if only Sam Wilson was here, he would know exactly how to strategize.
No, Sam Wilson would handle the shit for real.
Yeah, I was watching and I was like, damn, bro. Only if I had a leader. Everybody's great. Lelena kind of like leads it, in her own way, but she doesn't even consider herself to be a leader or whatever. She considers herself to
anti-hero.
She's just trying to be a good person overall. Dealing with so many issues that she's faced in the past or whatever. She's trying her best, and just like. Like Bucky, like we already know so much about Bucky and everything like that, but he's a person that's trying to like tell these people that all these things that you've done in the past, just look forward and realize what you can do moving forward. And you can, when you watch the movie, you're gonna be like, okay, I get why what's his name's character, the agent. Was that his name?
The U.S. agent, John Walker, played by Wyatt Russell.
The Temu, the Kmart, Captain America.
you can when you see the comparison between, you're gonna see the comparison between his character and Sam Wilson. I promise you're gonna see a big difference into why, Sam Wilson is Captain America. You're gonna see huge. You're gonna see a huge difference. I promise you. And there's no bad take from U.S. agent's character at all. He has his own sort of like character aspect that I like, overall. But you're gonna tell and realize, wow, okay, I can definitely see why, Sam Wilson is Captain America. Even with Bucky, you're gonna be like, okay, I see why Sam Wilson is Captain America, other than Bucky being Captain America. So,
would you call it this the MCU's Suicide Squad, quote unquote?
Not really. Not really. It's too.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I mean, you could say that because all of these characters are all, kind of,
misfits,
vigilantes and misfits and everything like that, right? But it's not told in that way. It's not really, it's a little bit different. You might see some hints here and there, of course, but it's I think it's different. It's deeper than that, I guess.
Cool, I'm with that.
How much is people paying you to give this much praise, Moses?
I mean, see the check, man. I just enjoy. What are you talking about?
Don't go. Let me see the check.
I already told you I like Captain America than like this movie. I already told you that.
It was funny, bro. I still love I still love the fact that we'll still do some reviews or reactions, and people in the comments are like, "Man, must be nice being paid by the studio." And I was like, "Bro, I wish we being paid for this thing.
I know.
We're free right now."
I wish,
like,
man.
I wish, bro.
I would say way.
Nice.
I would say way. Man, I would say some shit.
Yeah, I know, bro.
If Marvel started paying me to review movies, bro, I'd get this Superman tattoo removed so quick.
Bro, I'm teasing. Bro. We would have our own studio. We would have our own podcast studio. We would have all the best equipment. I love people say, man, shill, and it's like, bro, no, I wish we get paid.
If I was getting that Marvel money, bro, that Disney money, my character would change, bro.
Man,
like my mama wouldn't recognize me, man.
I wouldn't be wearing five below headphones right now. Like, come on now, like, let's be real,
bro. Man, like,
come on now.
I would show up like I didn't know nobody, bro. What did there was
bro,
this, you know Shannon Sharp is right.
Oh,
y'all know, bro. There was this interview like a while ago. Like someone was talking about like some $50 million, and Shannon Sharp was like, for $50 million, I'll go to hell. And I see people just like they keep like remixing it. I'm like, I'm not saying I'll go to hell for 50 mil, but I mean, shit, that's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny, bro. But
that's out of pocket. I was just playing
that's out of pocket, bro.
I
know. I don't even
know. Hey, man, just remember, I'm a pastor's kid, bro.
As you
know. Are you really?
As you guys,
I'm a preacher boy.
My mama wanted me to be a pastor.
Don't forget, I'm a preacher boy.
I respect it. Man, let me put some respect on you.
I'm kidding. I'm joking. But nah, you guys are gonna love this. You guys are gonna love this movie. Or you might not.
Fucking dumb.
No, because Halloween, bro. Halloween junior year. We're at a thing, and Moses goes, I got this, guys. He put on the same hat, and Moses goes, I can fix that. And I was like, good for you, bro. And I was like, good for you.
Hey, let's not go backwards. Let's stay in present moment.
No,
true.
If I
that's true. That's a good point.
Come on, Doug. You're supposed to be professional.
No, I know, bro. But to me though, like,
I can fix that.
To me, I posted that photo on Instagram years ago, and the caption was, "I can fix that, Moses." And everyone in the comments were like, "Oh, Halloween goals." I'm like, "Here you go, Moses. You knew." if I can find it somewhere, man. But no, do you okay,
don't find that photo. If you do, hey man,
it's already on my social media, so I'm just showing what I already have.
Hey.
This man said, "Hey, listen, I already posted it."
You're gonna think Nick has an No, I'm kidding. No.
you better have two.
I don't.
I can't even find it. I'm not even trying to find it. But if you find
I'm
my Instagram,
yeah.
but do you think Moses? Do you think over 100 mil, under 100 mil, over or under 100 mil opening weekend for Thunderbolts?
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be it's gonna be under. It's gonna be at least under like 90. It's gonna be 90 to like 80.
Oh, so close to it.
You know,
it's not,
like
okay.
90 to 80. You know, I'm gonna give it around that. But if you go over 100, you know, that's great. But I think Sinners is still doing really well in theaters. You know, people are going for like third or second like viewing and stuff like that. So, but I hope it does well. You know, I hope it does well. I hope it makes more than Captain America. You know, even though I love that movie. You know, and I hope it does better because you know I know Marvel needs to win. And you know, if this movie wins, to be honest with you, you know, we can get more. You never know. We can even maybe we can get a Captain America 4, right? Where Sam Wilson and the Thunderbolts cast can kind of like, you know, like I don't know, they can all be a team and lead by, you know, lead by Sam Wilson, Captain America himself, you know, and I think that'll be really cool. And I want that movie. I want to see that movie, you know, because I think with Sam Wilson and the Thunderbolts cast, I think there would be a really good dynamic there for sure. And yeah, there's small tease, you know. There's a Sam Wilson. There's a Sam Wilson hint in the movie.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
What's the line from Django? You have my attention, now my curiosity, or was it vice versa?
Oh, he's like, but first you have my curiosity, now you have my attention.
Yeah,
that's real though. Yeah.
Yeah, in this movie, like when you watch it, you know, it really felt like, you know, like a comic, like you're reading like a comic book, and like a little bit, you know.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, because it felt very different. It felt very, you know, I don't know. It was just a good movie. Y'all go watch it. Yeah, y'all think for yourselves.
No, I'm with that. Like because I'm, you know, comic book movie fan, so like anything with DC or Marvel attached to it, like I'm gonna watch it. I try to be, but no, like with Thunderbolts, like I've been basically up until like the past couple of weeks, I've been kind of like skeptical of it because like it looks entertaining, but like every superhero trailer looks entertaining. So I kind of just had this mindset about it, like it might be a good time, but it's probably not gonna be all that. But then I was seeing like all of these people saying like, you know, like, man, Marvel's this movie slaps, and like, you know, just like hearing you kind of like give the movie such praise, I'm like, okay. Now I'm definitely a little bit more excited to see.
Yeah.
Plus, I gotta see Sentry. I'm really excited to see that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think, you know, it's funny, man. To be honest with you, I think it depends because I can see people they're literally disliking this movie. You know, I can see somebody disliking this movie and be like, "Nah, that was literally an average. That was literally an average ass Marvel movie. It was a freaking 5 out of 10." I can see that, and I can see the reasons why. You know, because maybe the reason is like I like my Marvel films to be these epic films about, you know, the superheroes fighting the bad guy or whatever that might be. You know, and everything. There still is that element here, of course, to this movie.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a little bit more, you know, within, you know, when it comes down to fighting, it's more about fighting your demons, I would say.
I'm hyped.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm hyped.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
we'll have our full review next week on the show. Look out for that. Thank you, Moses. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And also, thank you for seeing it, but also thank you for this, by the way, too. Thank you for this costume we have.
Yo. No.
I found it.
No.
Yo.
No, no, that's
First off, Doug, you exuded
Oh, bro, I know,
hell in this picture.
Oh, bro,
that's,
I had like 10 beers already, bro. I was like, I need to go home, bro.
Yeah,
that's me carrying a beer right now, bro. That's me carrying a beer right now.
This is an L photo. This is an L photo.
Nah, bro.
This, like,
Why took this photo? Why is it an L? What you mean?
Why? Yeah, what the hell? This is an L photo. You know, this. Yeah, I just like that photo like 1,000%.
Why? It's not a bad photo. The fedora looks like you know, like you're coming from the beach or something, man. Like, it's a good look. I'm dead ass. Like, you know, you look like you chilling.
That was the L. That was L.
We walked in the party. She goes, "Are you a cowboy?" And Moses was like, "Sure." and one girl was
just let me in, bro.
Oh no, we're outside. My picture. and one girl was like, "Are you a farmer?" And Moses goes, "A farmer?"
Yo, they did not need to know my background. I like to keep my self private. I'm a private person.
No.
I like that. I like that. You got to keep a little bit of mystery about it.
Yeah, I'm a very mysterious person. You know, I'm very mysterious.
I love you, Moses.
Anyways, but yeah, that was a long time ago. Holy shit.
Man.
Damn.
W6, bro.
You can no. That was Union apartment. That was Union on Tempe apartment, and that was because the night before we went to the party. It was you, me, Moses, Malone, Jordan, and Rashad. That party. That was a crazy weekend when the helicopter came.
What wasn't that was that Halloween party?
Yes, same weekend.
Oh,
same
I
weekend.
remember the Halloween party. Yeah,
Same
I remember
weekend.
that party.
Yeah, I don't remember, bro. I do not remember.
Because you brought Rashad and Jordan with you, because me, Malone, and Nick were already there.
Yeah, because we had run into you guys at that party, and it was like, oh, man, basically got the whole fucking squad together. Yeah, I remember that party, man.
That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! Damn.
That's all I'm gonna say about that party, though.
That was fun. And the helicopters came, and we jumped the wall.
Hey, no, when the copters came out, oh guys, think about right, man. Hell no, I'm not about to get caught. Like
every man for himself. Every man for himself.
Oh man,
good times.
Funny.
We scattered like roaches. I've never like just run out into the street in the middle of the night, bro. That was insane.
All you saw was dust.
It looked like the trail behind fucking Crypto and that Superman.
He
was out, bro.
Y'all see the weapons trailer? It was us running through the night, those kids.
Oh no, I still gotta see the trailer. Thank you for reminding me. I still gotta see that.
You'll see.
It's a good trailer. It's a really
great
good trailer.
Great trailer. Okay, so
I saw that Smashing Machine trailer though. That one was good. I gotta see that one.
Speaking of
that's definitely gonna get Oscar buzz for sure.
If The Rock wins his first Oscar, man, anything's possible.
Oh. Yeah, no, seriously? Yeah. Nah, yeah.
So you crazy for that one, but
no, it's
damn.
It's true.
Like that is low key though.
Speaking of A24, we're real quick, a movie that Nick and I love at South by. Moses, bro, you gotta see this movie, bro. You gotta see Friendship. You gotta.
It still hasn't been out yet, in
next week,
in my area.
You got, bro. I can't tell you last time Nick and I laughed this hard in a movie. Like we were hurting, bro. Like we were hurting. It's
like
so
this movie was genuine, nonstop, hilarious, bro. And especially if you like because isn't it? If you like his type of humor, this is the perfect movie. Like, oh god, I'm like, this is one I'm for sure adding to my fucking Blu-ray collection.
Mm-hmm. Real quick before we move on, we'll probably do a full review with you next when it comes out.
I'm with it.
It's I pitch it as I Love You Man on Crack meets The Cable Guy. And it's funny, A24 used that in the marketing when we were there too, and you'll see it's pretty funny actually. So it's a wild movie, but man, it is so funny. And because our friend Ben, who we met at South by, was telling us about it, and then we saw it in a 1,200 person theater at South by, and sitting next to Nick about it, we were just laughing so hard we couldn't stop laughing. And we were hurting, bro. And we were recording the entire movie, bro. Like the day after, the 2 days after, and then that one song was in our mind the entire week.
The song that they had in the trailer and in the movie, like it was just on repeat in my head. Like I had it to my Spotify, like right the fucking airport, like coming back home. It's in a very special playlist for me right now. But no, like one thing about this movie too, the humor is very like niche, and it commits to that type of humor the whole entire movie, and it never lets up on it.
Can I tease something real quick? I saw a movie a few days ago at my Regal. It was two guys. It was me and another guy in the theater, and they showed the trailer for this movie. I was laughing, because you and I already saw it. And the movie ended, and the guy was like, "Hey man, what the fuck?" The trailer ended. It's what he said, and I said, "Oh, just you wait." And he turned around, and I was like, and he was like, "All right." All right, so that's Friendship next week. I think it's select theaters May 9, nationwide May 23rd. Okay, that's Friendship. All right, May 16th, 2 movies coming out. Final Destination Bloodlines, Hurry Up Tomorrow. Are you guys looking forward to any of these movies? Personally, Hurry Up Tomorrow I'm looking forward to because I'm a huge Weekend fan, but Final Destination I'm kind of just like, eh.
I haven't seen any of the Final Destination movies, but I am like kind of excited for it because my fiance, like, she's seen all of them, so that's one thing we're gonna do is just like binge all of them, watch this one, and also they got Tony Todd. I love Tony Todd. This was his final performance, so that's another reason why I'm gonna see it. Hurry Up Tomorrow. I don't really listen to The Weeknd basically at all. Like I think the only song of his I kind of listen to semi regularly is it's like The Hills, but the trailer did look pretty cool. It's really good, but like the trailer is one of those things where it's intriguing because I don't really know what to make of it. Like I didn't know, was this like an actual movie or was this to like promote an album or something like that? Is it going to be kind of like how they did like Black is King for Beyonce and The Lion King? But the trailer did intrigue me, so it's it intrigued me. I would definitely see it.
Two quick things. The Weeknd said the movie came first, album came after. In an interview the other day, he said that the movie came first, and the movie inspired him to write an album. And not confirmed, I'll tease it. We might be covering this movie, but TBD. But we'll see. We'll see. Moses, are you looking forward to any of these movies coming out on May 16th?
I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna check them out. Okay. I'm not really a horror fan. I mean that much, depending on what type of movie it is. But I'll definitely watch Final Destination because this looks really interesting. And also I'm gonna watch. I mean, yeah. I'm not crazy excited for them, but I am gonna watch them. I've seen both the trailers and everything like that. It's the same guy from Hurry Up Tomorrow, same dude that made
Waves,
right? So movie. I'm excited to see Trevor. Trey Edward, Shaunt's next film, which is Hurry Up Tomorrow. So I'm excited for that. And I never seen any of the original Final Destination movies either, but I am interested in seeing this for some reason. I guess I'm seeing it kind of reminds me of like that one show called like 1,000 Ways to Die.
I fucking remember that.
Yeah.
That's right.
So I think that's what kind of made me feel, I guess, like interested. It reminded me of that show. So I was like, let me see what this movie is all about. Pretty much it.
Okay, so you guys might be the braver people than I am because I'm not a big fan of the Final Destination franchise, but I might see it because I do like John Watts wrote and produced it. I'm a big John Watts fan, so that might be the reason why I see it. But we'll see. But I would love to hear Kaylin's thoughts about that movie, Nick. By the way, I would love
Final Destination.
I would love to hear what she says about it. Okay, May 23rd is going to be a really big weekend. Let's start off with this one first. Lilo and Stitch. I'm looking forward to it because I love the original so much. One of my favorite movies of all time. I have a very vague memory in my mind. Shout out to my dad for this. We movie hopped the OG Scooby-Doo in 2002, and we movie hopped to go see Lilo and Stitch afterwards. So I love the original one. One of my favorite movies growing up. I'm a bit nervous about this one because the first one was a perfect animated movie, and also I'm kind of bummed too. One of my friends auditioned for this movie too, and he didn't get it. He had a callback, but he didn't get it. So I was kind of like, it should have been him. But are you guys hyped for Lilo and Stitch at all?
No.
Okay.
No,
I'm not hyped for it. I'm not hyped for it, but I am gonna go see. I mean, this is more of a movie where you take your kids to go to go watch. It's understandable too as
Yeah.
well. You know,
I ain't got kids, so I don't have to see this movie. But I'm playing. But no, like real
You
talk.
do now.
I know, right? I don't have any kids that I'm currently aware of, so I do not plan on watching this movie. But the animated one, I like that movie a lot, especially the soundtrack, man. Like there is a special place in my heart for it. But I gotta admit, I'm tired of the live action Disney remakes.
You and I both.
You feel me? It just seems like no real point to them. Seems a little bit like a cash grab. And I'm not even saying that this is going to be a bad movie or like you can't get anything out of it. It's just like, you know, I'm good. I'm good with the original animated one.
Yes, sir.
But with this one, like it looks fine. Like I'm sure it's like an entertaining movie. It's just, it, nothing about it really has me like feeling like, oh man, I gotta go watch the movie.
You and I both. Well, I'm hyped for it because of my connection to the first one, but I understand. I understand.
Yeah, I think also they kind of put a pause on making live action movies right now. Disney.
Ooh,
because of Snow White.
Ooh,
yeah,
that was a loss of money. That was.
I heard about that. I didn't see Snow White either, but I was hearing about it though.
That was a mess.
I mean, no, it's just politics and stuff like that kind of destroy that movie.
Yep.
A little bit, and a lot of hate towards, Rachel Zegler. So
and Gal Gadot, both of them had hate. Both of them had hate. No matter what side you were on, like Gal got hate, Rachel had hate. It was like the movie was doomed before it came out.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I hope that Rachel could kind of like sweep that
for sure.
She was in the mug and kind of continue on with her career and stuff like that.
I think she'll be able. I think she'll be able to.
Yeah, she'll be able to.
Yeah.
I'm not excited to see this movie. Little and Stitch. but if there's time for me to check it out, I'm gonna go check it out. Like I just love movies, man. Y'all know this.
Yeah, man. Regal Unlimited, baby. Regal Unlimited. Yo.
Yeah,
I respect it.
Hey. All right. Also coming out, it's gonna be a huge week. This is why the movies are so back, man. This is a better weekend than the last couple of years. We also have Mission Impossible and the final Reckoning coming out the same exact weekend, which is crazy. I think we're all hyped for this movie. We're all Mission Impossible fans and Tom Cruise fans. Nick, starting with you, man. Are you hyped for this movie?
Hey, who said us Mission Impossible fans? Nah,
no, speak for yourself. I'm a Mission Impossible fan. Goddamn it!
Speaking of stories, real quick, may I remind you, it was our first week of junior year of college. We already saw this movie, right? And Moses was like, "Bro, fuck, man, I ain't seen Mission Impossible Fallout yet." I was like, "Wait, what time was it? 11 p.m." Thank God, AMC Center Point 11 had it 11:30. Moses goes, "You want to see it, bro?" And I was like, "Moses, bro, of course." And we walked over, bro, for 11:30 showing of Mission Impossible Fallout, and it was hella late. But Moses was like, "Bro, that movie was fucking crazy," and I was like, "I'm so glad we did," because like he was so mad. You were so bummed. You're like, "Bro, I ain't see Fallout yet." I was like, "What, you see Fallout yet?" And this is why I do miss living in Tempe, walking to
to that AMC because it's like less than a mile from where we were dorming at the time, bro.
I can't say because I can walk to Regal. I know you can walk to Regal too, Moses.
You got a movie theater in your backyard, man. I gotta fucking get in the car, drive all the way down, spend up on my fucking gas, bro.
Hey. But I think we're all hyped for this. But Nick, I know what you're hyped for this movie. I know like what's your hype level right now for Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning?
Like, it's honestly like an 11. And I've been watching these movies since I was a little kid, bro. It's been like really cool to see the evolution of them because at first, like the first few, it's like they're all like fun, thrilling movies, but it started off as like it's just this is this mission, this is that mission, just kind of spy shit. But then I think around like with the third one, it got like really personal for the character. Then like the fourth one was kind of like, hey guys, it's been a bit since, and now like I'm back, and the whole stuff with the Burj Khalifa and everything like that. Good. But and like Fallout, I was like one of the best spy movies I've ever. Fallout blew my fucking socks off, man. And like with this one, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, like it's everything is culminating in this movie. It seems like, and it's like I never really thought about like what it might be like to see the last movie in this series. It just was like, oh, this movie was cool, and then like I go on about my life until the sequel comes out. So with this, I'm like the stunts are gonna deliver. I hope it delivers emotionally as well. There was one thing that I loved about it too, because the third one is my favorite, and the MacGuffin in the third film is it's this object called the Rabbit's Foot. And when they dropped the first trailer for Final Reckoning, I saw a glimpse of it, and I was like, holy shit. You know, and it's like I like that they're tying everything back. I feel like they've kind of been doing that since low-key since Ghost Protocol, as far as like bringing characters back. Because in Ghost Protocol there was like a cameo from a dude who was in like the first movie, and then like with Fallout especially, it just really felt like, oh man, this is kind of like the culmination. But it's in a weird way, it's like they keep building off of that. They keep building off of the idea like, oh man, like everything's kind of leading to this. But this one, the Final Reckoning, is like, no, like dead ass, this is it. Like everything is leading to this. I'm nervous that they're gonna kill off Ving Rhames, and I'm only saying that because he was narrating the first trailer. And I'm like, why is he narrating it, bro? And like, he's not the main. You know what I mean? I'm kind of like, don't, you can't kill Marcellus Wallace, man. I hope he survives, but since it's the last movie, like I wouldn't be surprised if he goes. But I'm really excited for this one. I'm super excited for this one.
I think they kill off Benji and Luther.
Don't kill off Luther, man.
Yeah. Moses, how are you hyped for this movie too?
No, man, of course, bro. Of course. This movie is stacked with a lot of cast, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I'm excited. I'm literally gonna go see this one on IMAX.
You should.
Yeah.
You should.
I'm seeing this movie on IMAX. It's gonna be first week, maybe not first day because of maybe I can't find a ticket because sold out.
You're flying there.
Huh?
You're flying there like Tom Cruise. Like, I'm getting this theater, bro.
Like parachutes, like right in front of the movie theater. He's like, my ticket
right in front of the Chinese theater. But no, I'm excited for this movie, man. Like, it's crazy. I'm excited because how big it is in terms of like scope and everything. And how much stunts Tom Cruise is really doing. He's literally like doing all of this shit just for people to go watch a movie or this movie, man. It's like this guy can literally die easily from one of his stunts that he does. Like one little mistake, then boom. And he knows that.
Yeah. That's all it takes, Moses, is one little mistake. But it's like not only doing it, but you keep upping the ante. It's like
and now he's hanging on a freaking like plane, like hanging off like and having the plane flip around like 500 times or whatever the fuck, and it's going like 140 miles per hour up in the sky, and it's like what the fuck, and he's just like, I'm chilling. Hey,
I'm Tom Cruise. I'll be fine.
But and he's 60 something. He's 60 years old now. But
crazy. Yeah.
You got to give him props. Like whatever you think about him, like you got to give him fucking props.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad at the Oscars for deciding that they're not gonna have a stunt. They're not gonna have a stunt sort of like award until 2027. What? 2027.
Yep.
And it's like. So you decided to wait at the last minute until Tom Cruise finished this Mission Impossible goddamn
John Wick.
For y'all to say, all right, we're gonna have a stunt design category for the Oscars now. It's like what?
Nah, Tom Cruise definitely deserves Oscar for all of these stunts.
It's you better give him like an award for something. I don't know, for an
surviving.
Award that, but an
staying
award
alive.
for recognition or something like that for all the shit that he's done. So I don't know. That's me. That's me.
I'm with you on that, man. Because these stunts are insane. Like the mountain climbing and the second one was crazy because he's doing that on an actual mountain, like no wires, there's no net underneath them. He's jumping from like he easily could have died from that. The Burj Khalifa one was insane.
The plane in 5. Oh my god.
I think that the plane in 5 was probably like my my favorite because it's like he is just dead ass on the side of a fucking plane right now
with no wires, bro. He's
no wires. Like Fallout was dope because the whole skydiving scene, and it's like they only had 3 minutes for that particular time of day to get that shot right, and they got it fucking perfectly. It's just, oh my god.
So good. I'm with you guys, man. I'm hyped for this. I love this franchise. 4 is my personal favorite, but to Nick's point, I think 3 is the Fast 5 of the franchise because when 3 kind of like it took a turn of like this is what we're doing now. It was also J.J. Abrams' first movie that he directed, which is crazy. And it just
and it had Lawrence Fishburne in it, bro. Like 3 I like the most because it was the darkest one and it was the most personal. Like it just kind of like the personal stakes I felt like were. Oh no, I got you. The personal stakes were the highest.
You've seen the third one before?
No, I literally started watching like on the 4th one. That's when I actually started like
you're done
getting into it. With
Moses,
with Ghost Protocol. That's when I started. So I gotta go back and finish the franchise.
To be fair, I started with the 4th one as well when we were in.
So why you hating on me, bro?
Hold up, both of y'all. Both of y'all, man.
There's a respect on my name.
Hold up. No. I watched the 4th one first when it came out. I watched the first one I saw was the 4th one when we were in 8th grade. But I went back and watched all of them after seeing the first one. So I've seen all of them now, and 2 by far is the worst. Two is too John Woo for me.
2 is. I like 2, but I gotta admit it fucking stands out. Like it is like it doesn't totally match like any of the other ones, man. Like so I'll give you that. Like it's definitely it's weird. It's a weird one, but nah, dude, I've been watching these movies since before I was double digits, bro.
I would really love. You can't find it on Blu-ray either. I would love. If IMAX ever does a re-release of movies, I would love to do the re-release of Dark Knight Rises and Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol because Brad Bird and Tom Cruise shot the entire Burj Khalifa scene in IMAX 143. And you can't find that anywhere on Blu-ray, YouTube. You can find like the film cell of it, but they legit borrowed. So the reason why Chris Nolan couldn't film Inception in IMAX because they had the IMAX camera for Ghost Protocol. So I would love for Paramount ever to release Ghost Protocol in IMAX because again, you can watch that entire Burj Khalifa thing in 1.43 70mm. Like
I would love that. But low key though, Inception that would have been too much. I'm like we wouldn't have been ready, but damn, no, yeah.
My neck. All right, so those are both on May 23rd. That's crazy, bro. On the same day. All right, May 30th, Karate Kid Legends. Anyone looking forward to this one?
I'm looking forward to it. I saw the first one.
I'm looking forward to it.
I am too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like as excited as I was when I first watched like Jaden Smith's version.
Never say never.
You know, like this definitely has some anticipation. For me, for sure. I'm definitely going to see it, you know. Jackie Chan is in it. You know, you already told me there.
Because this one, it's the crossover, man. So it's like, I love crossover. I love, like, not like shared universes, but, I again, I like when shit intertwines. So that's one reason I'm really excited for this. It does feel a little bit weird, Jackie Chan in the trailer saying, like, he's as important to me as you were to Mr. Miyagi, and it's about not Jaden Smith. You know what I mean? Like it's like a little bit, but like I get it. Like I can roll with it, but no, Legends.
Yeah, I was like, where is the Jaden Smith? Like where is that storyline in this movie?
Guys, wait, he'll be the final boss. I'm telling you.
No, that would be insane. Like Jaden Smith, like he's the one that the kid has to fight. Like at the end of the
come here,
yo, crazy,
like match or whatever.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I feel like we'll have a cameo from him either way. Did you watch Cobra Kai?
Great, that'd be great to get a cameo from him. I mean, what is he doing with her right now with his life?
He's doing music, right? Yeah, man.
Yeah. Music.
He's wearing like a house on his hat for the red carpet. You saw that, right?
Okay. glad that you brought that up. What was that all about? Because I didn't understand the significance behind it. I didn't know what. I didn't know what was going on here, bro.
This man said, "You want to see me Karate Kid, bro? Buy my house."
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I don't, man. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I think he might be in it. Did you guys watch Cobra Kai at all?
No, I heard it was good though.
I heard it was really good too. I watched the first few episodes, season 1, and I was like, okay, good. I watched the first one as a kid, but it wasn't like, oh my gosh, like it was cool, but I didn't love it the way other people did. Yeah, I don't know that. I'm intrigued by this one, but you're right. It's kind of like you probably bring everyone together from Ralph Macchio, Jackie Chan to Jaden Smith. You would think, but I don't know.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna do well at the box office though, because there's so many other films already coming out during that year. I mean, you got Mission Impossible. You have, you got I can't pronounce the name. I'm so sorry.
Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch. Forgive me, guys. But you got those two films. You still have, Thunderbolts. That will still be playing around the same time too as well. And then you guys, I think, isn't something else coming out in June too as well? That's really huge.
That's good. So that's that. And real quick, I know not big movies, but bring her back. I still gotta watch Talk to Me. I know Nick loved this movie. I gotta watch Talk to Me. And then Phoenician Scheme that we'll probably review because we work with Focus Features, so we'll have that review. So those are two smaller movies, but the big one, you're right, Moses. The big one is Ballerina the week after.
Ballerina, that's like literally 2 days later. That's like in June, and that's really really huge. That's tied with John Wick, and people love those John Wick movies too as well. And what's great about the new Karate Kid movie and this Ballerina film is that they're all based on action.
Yes.
They're all based on and things like that, right? So that's really, really gonna be, fun to sort of like jump on both, two films, a little bit. But that's what's great about this summer, as we go through these movies and everything like that, is that there is not a movie that you're like that you're like, oh, I don't want to watch it, because there's always a movie coming out the next week that you're like, I cannot wait to see that movie. That's really why
we are gonna be spoiled this summer for these movies, man.
Dude,
damn straight.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And I'm excited for this movie. And yeah, this is the first time. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really a huge fan of, like I wasn't a huge fan of like Ana de Armas a little bit, when she was coming up.
Really? Okay.
Now, let me finish.
That's my wife.
But now, I'm not saying I didn't like her. I said I wasn't, like a,
Yeah, you liked her, but it wasn't like to the same extent like everybody else maybe was.
Yeah. I kind of got interested in her when we got introduced to her when she was in that No Time to Die. When
she killed that role, man.
I was like, oh wow, this she can definitely. I feel like she could definitely be an action movie star if she really, really wanted to as well, And then now we have this, which I think. I'm forgetting Blade Runner.
How dare you, bro? Oh my God,
Moses!
I fell in love with her, bro. She
was great in it. I'm not saying she wasn't good. I'm saying like I'm becoming a fan.
Bro. When we say,
I respect it, Moses. I got you, bro.
Yeah, I'm not saying she wasn't great in it. Like, my point is that I think she was great in that movie.
The comments are gonna be like, I can't believe Moses actually dislikes Ana de Armas. He says she's the worst actress ever.
Hey,
when we say IMAX and Climax, this is what I mean, because I saw this with Nick opening on IMAX at AZ Mills, and I said, Nick, bro, I love this girl. And Nick was like, all right. Nick was like,
no, in my defense, when we saw it, bro, like we saw that movie at it was like 11:30. Like we got out at like 1:21. Like this movie was damn near 3 hours. I was like, I love this movie. I'm fucking exhausted right now.
That's one of the only times, bro, we sat like in the front of IMAX too. I don't know why we did. I know why, because.
Hey, I mean, speaking about crushes, I'll send you guys like a photo of like who's like my celebrity like crush or whatever right now.
Us.
Yeah. Yeah, funny. You're funny. Anyway, speaking about Ballerina, I cannot wait to see this movie.
No, yeah, real talk. Ballerina does look really good. Like
Looks
spin-offs are always
really
kind of risky, but this one, it's like it looks like Chad Stahelski is directing it. You know what I mean? It looks really, really good.
I'm glad you saw it. Last week on the show, I told this to Moses. I went to a quote unquote sneak preview, whatever, at the Wriggle by me of like from CinemaCon. First off, sneak preview my ass because it was shit we already saw it before in trailers already. So
Oh, you told me, yeah.
I told you that. It was like, oh, you can see the sneak peek stuff, and I'm like, oh, cool, bro. I went to the Regal, it was only me in the theater. I'm like, hey, yo, some sneak peek stuff. Nah, bro. It was Ed that we seen already in months before. I'm like, man, ain't nothing new.
And I watched this trailer this morning.
For real, bro. I was like, hold up now. This is nothing new. I'm like, this is a false advertising. But what I did read a few years ago, this movie's been in production since like 2022. And the reason is because they had rewrites, and they had reshoots. I don't want shit on the guy because I don't know him personally, but Len Wiseman directed this, who did the Underworld franchise. With that said, though, the test screenings weren't that great. So the rumor again, heavy emphasis on rumor, that Chad came in to reshoot everything or majority of it.
Oh,
and
wow.
the reason I said that because in that sneak peek thing I saw last week, Len Wiseman's talking, but during like the B-roll stuff, behind the camera and there was Chad, not him. So there's a very good chance that Chad Stahelski ghost directed this movie.
Yeah, no disrespect to Len Wiseman. You know what? I'll say this: if the rumors are true, it's probably a good thing that yes, came in and allegedly helped out a little bit. You know what I mean? Because this is kind of his franchise, basically.
Yeah,
franchise. Yeah.
Can I, Moses? Were you there? Real quick, were you there with us when we saw John Wick 2 in college?
Probably. I don't know.
Okay.
Dude, I forget so many things back in college, man. It's like
I know
it's like
Nick
a blur
does,
now, man.
I know Nick does because Nick sat next to. Again, we called him at the time because we had two Isaacs in our group at the time. We had our homie who we missed. We haven't seen in a while. If you listen to this, we miss you. Our homie Big Isaac, and we called him that because we had two Isaacs, and he was a tall and big dude.
I mean, there's three actually.
It was three Isaacs.
There was three.
Who was?
No, wait, no.
Who's the third one?
Yeah, right. There were three Isaacs, wasn't there?
I don't know.
No way, because it was.
No, there's two Isaacs. Sorry, there's two Isaacs. Sorry.
Moses, you had me tripping for a second. I was like, did I just forget about somebody? That's insane. Because I'm like, all of my memories up until today, it's only been two of them.
So we saw a second John Wick at a screening, right? And I thought you were with us, Moses. I could be wrong. I thought you were with us. But Big Isaac turned that into a 40x experience because I know it was me. I think it was me, Nick next to me, Big Isaac. I think it was you, and other Isaac was there too. And I tell you what, bro, because this man never saw the first John Wick before. Everything that happened, bro, our seats, it's before recliners too at the Harkins by us, the seats. And, bro, he turned that movie to a 40X, bro. Our row was shaking, bro. And Nick turned to me and goes, hey, yo, man, my man needs to chill right now.
Bro, because, like, I'm not talking shit, but, like, like, we call him Big Isaac for a reason. So, like, when you're sitting next to this dude and he's talking about, like, oh my God. Oh, this and you're, like, right next to him. It's kind of like, hey, bro, chill, Like, I can't watch the movie because I'm
our
thinking
row
it's
was
an earthquake
shaking,
right now.
Our row was shaking, bro. And I said, yo, what's going on? I was like, oh, yo, chill. Our row was shaking, bro. He turned us to a 40X theater, bro. And I
was like, are you good? You about to knock the bolts out of my fucking seat, bro. I thought it was shaking.
Yeah, it was shaking. It was so funny because, like, again, Nick was like, hey, yo, bro. He told me, bro, he needs to chill, bro.
Right,
he's got to chill, bro. That's what it was, bro. That's what it was. It was just like, minus the liquid. It was the vibration, bro, and the shaking, bro. And I was like, oh my God. But
man, I thought it was an earthquake about to happen. I was like, not on John Wick Part 2 night, bro. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Guys, stop.
So
anyways,
We are hype for Ballerina.
No,
Yes.
you're right. Yeah,
We're hype for
looks
Ballerina.
really
We're hype
cool.
for. Okay.
Next movie.
June 13th. I always saw the first one, so again, I might be like, what? I've seen the
Wait,
first.
wait. Before we get to June 13th, I just want to say there's this movie, I think early June too as well, right after Ballerina, this movie called The Life of Chuck that I'm also excited for. Anyways,
Mike Flanagan. Yeah. No, that's Neon. We were teased that a little bit when we were at South by. We didn't see anything, but the Neon people told me and Nick about it when we were at South by. It won. I think it won People's Choice at TIFF Toronto Film Festival last year. So I think this is like Mike Flanagan's like first non-horror movie. You know, he's like a master of horror right now. But no, he is the best horror filmmaker right now working. If you ask me,
Mike Flanagan.
Yeah, contemporary horror.
No, yeah, because one thing about him that I've noticed, like he is really good at horror, but all of the horror movies that I've seen, or even shows, like there is like an underlying. There's always like an underlying theme that relates to family somehow, and that's one thing I think he does really well. Is like he kind of uses the horror genre as a vehicle to tell these stories about family. So, and while I don't know anything about The Life of Chuck, it does seem like he would be a good director for it, because I'm getting the sense that it's like about. Well, I mean, shit, it's not a horror movie, but I don't know if it's about like self-discovery or something like that. Like I mean the.
What, this movie?
I think so.
Life of Chuck? It's literally about life discovery. It's literally just think about, have you seen that movie, Collateral Beauty?
Oh, yeah.
No, damn, it was on my list.
Will Smith?
I know what you're
Poorly marketed.
I'm just trying to think of like
marketed.
that genre,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm with
yeah,
that.
yo, hey man, don't get it twisted, you guys. I love the Collateral Beauty.
No,
so
that movie was poorly marketed. That movie was poorly
I
marketed.
got to see it because I heard. Yeah, I heard that the way it was marketed, just it didn't match like what actually happened. Like there was like a reveal, but it happened pretty early on. In the movie.
Yeah. I thought it was great. I remember going to watch it with my cousin and everything like that. My older cousin. It was a good movie. I really enjoyed the Collateral Beauty. I think it's one of like my favorite like Will Smith performances. Yeah. Anyways.
Right. So okay, that's also thank you, Moses. Good point. Knife of Chuck also same Friday, June 6th, Ballerina. Okay. June 13th, How to Train Your Dragon. I'll be honest, I've seen the first one, liked it. I didn't watch 2 and 3. I'm curious about this one, not too hyped about it. Are you guys hyped for this one at all?
Yeah, of course, man. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Chat. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm joking. No, I'm excited for this movie, man. I mean, like, I seen the first one, I seen the animation and everything like that, and I only got to like, I didn't really finish the second one, but I'm excited to come back and just kind of like, because the live action for the second one is already like greenlit, right?
Yeah,
it's already greenlit. So I'm excited to see this one. There's a lot of hate with that whole sort of like thing with Hiccup. Is it Astrid? Or is it what's the girl's name?
I think it's Astrid is the girl.
Because Hiccup is the dragon, right?
Yeah, or the dude.
I forget.
That's the dude. Okay, and so yeah, I would assume Astrid. Yeah.
Yeah, Astrid. Yeah. There's a lot of like hate or whatever because of because of like her race or whatever it is or something like that. But of her not being exactly how like Astrid looks in the animation version and everything like that. There's a lot of like hate on that. But hey, man, I really don't care. I really don't care. I dispute that, whatever. But I'm just excited to see the movie. But overall, Astrid, actor and it's actor in general, I feel like to me is really, really, really good. If you've seen her in other work, like even The Last of Us,
Oh, she's the daughter, right?
Yeah, that's the daughter. She did an amazing job, and she's really, really great. I saw this one little independent like movie that came out on Hulu that she was starring in. I was like, man, this girl knows how to act. So I'm excited for her. And she's also the daughter of, I forget her name already, and I don't want to. Yeah, I forget her name. I literally forget her name, but she's also a very amazing actor. That's really, really, she was in Westworld. If you guys ever seen Westworld,
I can't because HBO pulled it. HBO pulled off Westworld. I was
They
watching.
pulled
they
it from
did?
Max.
They pulled it from Max. Yeah, I was watching it, bro, one day, and then it was like, we pulled this out. We're in your country. I was like, bro, I live in the States. I'm like, what? And it was like, nope. They pulled it, bro. And I said, hey, yo, what the hell?
That's crazy. That's crazy. But she was, yeah, she shoot, like,
Isn't that?
yeah, the the actor that plays in this movie, the one we were just talking about, her mother was in Westworld, and everything. And yeah, I'm excited for this movie in general, and I hope it does well. I really do, at least making its budget back or something like that,
All right, Nick, you looking for this movie at all?
Me personally, not really.
You're a hater.
I know, like, hey, listen.
Here come the comments.
Nah, fuck it.
Kidding, I'm joking.
Yeah, you ain't wrong. But no, like, real talk. I only ever saw the third, and
Okay.
I thought it was cool. It was solid. But with this one, it kind of feels, I have the same opinion of it as I do for the live action Lilo and Stitch, where it's like it just kind of seemed shot for shot live action remake what was an already successful animated film, and that's not even to take anything away from it, but it's just like you have a live action version of a animated movie where I wasn't even really interested in that, so it doesn't look bad. It's just like not really for me.
Yeah, for why?
What's up?
Kind of like for why? Why are you making this?
Yeah. That's just me though.
All right, so I think one that we're looking forward to. I gotta watch the first two movies first, and that's 28 years later.
Oh
Nick,
my God!
Starting with you now first. I know you're
Wait. Did we skip a movie?
No.
Yeah, we skipped the Materialist.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at the bigger, like.
Oh, sorry.
Gotcha.
I thought we were just looking at movies that we know.
You're right, Moses, bro. You're absolutely right. Materialist. I know she made Past Lives. On my
Past
watch
Lives.
list.
You got Pedro Pascal is in it. You got
Johnson.
Johnson is in it. You got Chris Evans, who's also in this movie too as well. So it's if you love a good romantic movie, I'm not gonna lie, I'm also a little bit of like a romantic.
Hell yeah, you are.
Personality. Not romantic, but I like romantic.
Hopeless romantic.
Ladies, you heard it here first.
Man,
Holla
hey,
at
man.
your boy Moses. Lie. He's a hopeless romantic. He's
man.
got
Hey,
you.
man.
He's a great guy.
Both
Oh,
are.
both of them. Yeah, and Doug too. And Doug too.
Help me help you.
Nah.
Both of them.
But I'm
Holla
excited
at
for
you,
this
the boys,
movie.
lady.
I'm excited for this movie. I feel like romantic movies are not really like made as much or just done as well anymore. And I'm glad that A24 is kind of like like bringing this genre back to front and center a little bit. Because I feel like that genre kind of stayed in streaming realm.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Kind of died off a little bit.
Yep.
And I'm glad that it's coming back into theatrical a little bit. Yeah. So I'm excited for this movie. And I hope it does well, just like that one movie came out. I think with
anyone but you.
Anyone but you. Yeah. I hope it does well, just like that. So. Yeah.
To quote. First of all, thank you for bringing this up. By the way, I appreciate you, Moses. To quote the Prophets, Timbaland and Timberlake, they're bringing sexy back. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. So Materialist also with How to Train Your Dragon on June 13th. Again, two movies back to back, which is really cool.
Wow. See, this summer is crazy.
I know, man. This summer that we grew up on, kind of like we grew up on. Also, kind of like when we had college. Like in college, we had packed summers. Elio is a cute Disney Pixar movie. Zoe Saldana, Oscar winner Zoe Saldana is in this. Probably again, don't know much about this movie, but it's Pixar and Disney. But the big one that week really is 28 Years Later. Nick, movie that I know you're hyped for. Why are you excited about 28 Years Later, personally?
It's funny. It's mostly the way that the trailer was, like that first trailer that they dropped, where they had I don't remember who was like reading that that speech of that poem
Oh yeah.
playing over everything. But that audio, man, it just made me feel like so uncomfortable, and just the whole like 28 Days Later franchise overall. Like the first time I'd seen that trailer, I was like a little kid, man. It was part of like the bonus features for like a movie that I was watching, and just everything about it looked, yeah, like everything about it, like from the trailer, it just looked grimy and dirty and like scary. I'd never really seen zombies done like that before, where like faces are like covered in blood, they have like bloodshot like red eyes and like, you know, fucking charging at you. Just everything about it, like the way that Danny Boyle did that first movie, it was just like, I love this movie. It's really uncomfortable to watch. I haven't watched it since the first time I watched it, but just and so, you know, they announced that they're doing like 28 years later. The second one, like 28 weeks later, it was cool. It didn't really do it for me, but 28 years later just seems like, okay, we're kind of going back to more of like a 28 days later feel. Because I like that just like gritty, dirty kind of like gross, like ugh. I like how just fucking like nasty, sickly, and almost grotesque it looks. And the cast I'm really excited for. They got Ralph Fiennes, Aaron Taylor Johnson. I've been wanting to see Aaron Taylor Johnson in more projects for honestly for a while, and it seems like he's kind of doing that more. But um yeah, just this particular brand of like Danny Boyle zombie horror, I just like yeah, that 28 days later poster right there, man. Like as a kid, it's just like, oh, it makes me feel uncomfortable. Like genuinely, I do not like looking at this cover. It just looks so intensely horrifying, but that's what I like about it. So 28 years later, blah blah blah. That first trailer, it just feels like we're kind of going back to that more like disgusting horror zombie type vibe, and I like that. I'm because I also heard that it's going to be the first part of like a newer trilogy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's got me really excited, because it's like, okay, bet, like what is the story gonna be this time? And I remember everybody thought that this guy right here was Cillian Murphy,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like it just wasn't basically. But you know, I'm like, oh, you know,
I mean, he does have that facial feature that kind of
no, he looks like Cillian Murphy, because even like when I saw him in the trailer, I was like, holy shit, because it's like, why else would they, you know, show him if it wasn't Cillian Murphy? And like, wouldn't that be crazy if after like, you know, after the first one he became a zombie, you know, 30 some odd years later, you feel me? So it was just like just everything about the trailer, man. Like I'm really excited for it, and I really like horror movies that can genuinely frighten me, make me feel uncomfortable, and just like, but still
Yeah.
entertain me, because I feel like
Yeah.
a lot of the times it's just cheap jump scares. This looks like it would kind of like what I was saying about Friendship, where it's like y'all committed to this particular type of like genre, just stuck with it the whole movie. Like that's what I'm looking forward to for this movie.
It, to
You
me,
know?
man, when I first saw this, I felt like the people in it, like this, I feel like these people were coming out of hell, you know.
Yeah,
You know,
like it
like
just it's something about
it
it. Like,
feels like it feels like you know, these people are literally crawling out of like hell to earth. It feels really, really, and you have the humans that are still alive that are trying to run away from these, I don't know, these things and this creature or whatever it is, you know, and it feels very scary as fuck, man.
Bro.
I ain't gonna lie.
it
You
looks
know,
scary, because it's like this is the type of
even
zombie apocalypse where like I would not want to be a part
like
of it. Like,
you don't want to be part of it. You don't want to be part of this, you know?
hell
Like,
no. This is the worst one. Like any other I mean movies, whenever I watch it, like, man, I'd be chilling, bro. But
yeah,
like this
I
one
think
in
I would too,
particular, it's
you
like,
know,
hell no,
but
because
whatever it is.
yeah,
But
these
this, you're
motherfuckers
like,
will
nah,
run at you.
nah, man.
Like,
Like
oh
you got
man.
cults and shit like that. I heard that there's gonna be like a cult leader, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
gonna be that after it's gonna be what's his name, the guy that played Remick in Sinners. Um,
Oh, Jack O'Connell.
Jack O'Connell.
Yeah.
Eric Connor, yeah, I heard he's gonna be in this movie too as well. You know, he's gonna be playing a cult leader or something like that.
Is
Or maybe not this one, but the next one is coming out the
Nita Costa's doing
year
it.
later.
Nita
Yeah,
Costa's doing
yeah, yeah,
it.
yeah. she's directing that one, which I'm excited to see as well.
Yeah,
You know,
I love
Nia DaCosta.
I love
Yeah.
I loved her Candyman movie. That movie
Yeah.
was super underrated.
Yeah.
Super
No, Candyman was
underrated.
good.
Yeah.
It's crazy too. This movie shot on
Nia
iPhone
DaCosta.
15 too. That's crazy.
iPhone, man, iPhone
That's
15.
crazy. I know they pimped it out, but like that's
No, they
crazy.
definitely picked it up for sure. They got like some crazy lenses and
Yeah,
you know,
that's crazy.
Oh yeah,
bro.
because this scene right here with the priest. Oh yeah, his scene, like I'm like, this is just like this is fucking wild, man.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I haven't seen the OGs yet, but I'm gonna watch the two. We should probably do a rewatch before
Yeah.
the next one comes out, because I know, like, bro, I can't tell you, people texting me, bro, like that, my friends from work, whatever, they're like, hey man, like when y'all do a review for that, I'm gonna hop on the show. And I was like, yeah, I guess. And it was funny. So many people reach out to me saying, I want to be on your podcast, on your guys' podcast when the movie comes out. I'm like, yeah, if you want to. I didn't know like how beloved these movies are. I had no idea how beloved these movies are. So I was like, shit. I was like, damn. So I was like, all right. So yeah, I'm with you guys. Me not knowing much, I'm looking forward to watching the first two before seeing this one, and kind of going into this one. You guys I'm ready now. I'm right now for this one. So yeah, I'm hyped too. Great first trailer that we saw. All I need to see. I'm sold. I'm sold. I'm good. Okay, so that is June 20th. Oh fuck yes, June 27th. A movie that I'm extremely hyped for because of the IMAX technology, because people who's involved. You got Damson Idris, you got Brad Pitt, Joe Kosinski, who did Top Gun Maverick, he did Tron Legacy, shot for IMAX using the same technology they used for Top Gun Maverick with the cockpit and everything. I cannot wait for this movie. Are you guys hyped for this movie as well? I'm so excited.
Man,
No,
talking about hype, bro. This is probably like my third, or like I think definitely my third anticipated movie of the summer this year. You know, and it's probably going to be like my top 5 favorite movie of the summer. Like after Sinners is already in my top 5 for sure. You know, this is definitely going to be up there, my top 3 or top 2. Because after watching Top Gun and everything like that, and seeing how great that was in IMAX, and then coming here this summer to watch this too as well. You know, the same team for making this, and also Digits is also in this. I'm excited. You know, so yeah, yeah.
Nick,
I'm with you on that, because Top Gun Maverick, I love just the whole like idea of like we're actually gonna put the cameras inside the planes and have the actual actors like fly around. So to see that on the racetrack, that's really exciting to me. And just even like this pairing, like Brad Pitt and Damson Idris, is like, oh, that's actually cool. Like this is one of, and I was telling this to Doug, I believe, a while ago. Like I don't remember the last time I saw a movie specifically because of the actors.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're so right about that. Yeah.
Excuse me, I just sneezed. But yeah, and also like I haven't even seen Damson Idris in anything. I've seen clips of Fall, but I haven't seen it on like movie or show, so I'm excited to see that. Just like the cast looks solid. Just even the whole like sport of race car driving. Javier Bardem, yeah, but like the sport overall, like I'm like this. It looks like one of those like thrilling movies, but it's also got like solid drama, solid characters, stuff, solid writing. I'm excited for it. I'm definitely excited for this one.
Yeah, before you go ahead, but I've been hearing about Damson, because I've been hearing that he might be starring in the not hearing, but there's rumors about him starring in the new Miami Vice film.
Yes.
Really?
Directed by the same filmmaker. Directed by what's his name?
Joe Kosinski.
Not.
Yeah. Is it John Cruz?
Joe Kosinski.
Oh, you're talking about the same guy that's doing F1.
Yeah, the same guy that's doing F1 is basically making Miami Vice, and
got you. Okay.
Damson, it just might be also starring in that movie too as well.
Did you hear the pairing?
Okay.
Did you hear the pairing that he might be starring? It might be Damson Idris and Glenn Powell.
That would go.
I love
that. Could be. I gotta watch the I gotta watch the first one again with Colin Farrell and Jamie Foxx.
Jamie
Me
Foxx.
too. Me too. I think I saw. I can't tell you if I saw it or not. I think I did. Cause I remember the Jay-Z and Linkin Park song at the beginning. The dun 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 dun, dun that song. I know it's so iconic because of that movie, and the movie made that song so iconic. But you're right. I watched the first one, but no, thank you, Mose. Good point, bro. I had a screenshot text you guys in our group chat because I was like, if they cast Damson and Glenn Powell together, sign me up, bro. That's an awesome pairing.
That's a classic right there.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, I gotta see that, man.
I would love that. I have goosebumps thinking about that together. That'd be crazy. In Sean IMAX
that'll be lit.
Oh
be lit.
My god.
You know.
I'm so good.
Yeah. What do you what are your thoughts like on F1?
I can't wait, bro. This reminds me of like summer blockbusters. Like this is it. Like Top Gun, Maverick aside, I love that movie too, but like this reminds me of like that summer event film. Like you got like a sport, but like it's an event. You got like two movie stars right here. You got a great director. You got shot for IMAX. You got practical effects too. You know, with everything in the cars. Like this is like movies that we grew up watching in like summers. Like hey, like that was like the cool movie to see all the summer. Like, yo, you see this movie yet? Yo, I saw that movie too. Like that was like the one like you bragged about seeing. And
yeah.
That's what it reminds me of. And when we saw the trailer, you probably saw it too. When we saw Sinners, I was telling Nick, bro, I was like, bro, I got goosebumps, bro. I got chills, bro, watching the trailer. With
bro, when this trailer was playing on IMAX on Universal City Walk, it was intense. You know, it was crazy. You know, and that screen is huge. It's like really really huge too as well. But I'm excited for that. When it comes down to like the numbers game and how much it's gonna make in the box office and everything like that. I'm probably like opening weekend. I feel like it's probably gonna like hit like maybe like 80, 70, but it's gonna have legs. Like Top Gun. It's gonna have legs, man. This movie's gonna have legs for sure.
F1 has a huge fan base, like we said about.
No, I mean it could make more. It could make more.
I agree. Wow.
You know what I mean? It could definitely make more. But I'm just saying, I just know that this movie is gonna have legs because of just because of the fan base. Because of the fan base.
I agree. I think you're right. I was, but you actually being more. I was kind of being more Debbie Downer. I was like maybe 55, 50,
really,
whatever.
Really,
I don't know why, but you're right. You're right. You reminded me of the fan base. Right, the fan base for F1 is so huge. Like
it's huge. It's like massive. It's like we don't really look at it as like this thing being huge because of like we're not really in that world.
No,
but you realize that man, they really created a whole freaking thing in Vegas just for an F1 racetrack. So it's like there's a fan base for that, a huge fan base for that. And there's already an album, soundtrack that's coming out.
Oh, for real?
Really?
For this movie.
Wow.
Yeah, I think cool. I heard like one of the singles that came out literally like 2 days ago with Doja Cat and Don Toliver.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it better than the Sinners soundtrack?
No,
that's sick.
Okay.
Oh, that was shit, bro. Lose my mind, bro. Damn, I didn't know.
Lose my mind. Yeah.
Whoa,
so I heard it. And I thought that was actually really, really good. It's a good song.
Soundtrack artist including Doja Cat, Ed Sheeran. Whoa, wow.
Yeah, it's a crazy collab. Ed Sheeran is in it. You have Madison, I think Madison Beer.
Sexy Red, Ski Yeet. You got bro. If I hear Ski Yeet in this movie, bro, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be like, yes.
No, that'd be funny, bro.
Wow, dude.
Roddy Ricch is in it.
Wow,
too as well.
Chris Stapleton, Tiesto, Rose, Tate McRae. Wow. Yeah. See, bring back again. I think Twisters did this. I think. That's cool. Atlantic Records. Yeah. Look, see. Barbie album, Twisters, Suicide Squad, Daisy Jones, Birds of Prey. I like that. See, I like that a lot. Wow, Moses, bro. Dropping knowledge, bro, on us, man. Okay, Moses.
Man, I be doing research. No, I'm kidding.
No. Hell yeah, you are. I'm with this. I like it. You know why? Because again, to your point too, it's like we grew up with with summer movie soundtracks. Think about it.
Dude, seriously. You know what I mean? Like we got Singer soundtrack already that's like popping, that's like hot.
Yep.
And everything like that. That's like really going like crazy, bro. Going crazy.
Yeah.
And if we get this, and if it's a good soundtrack too as well, that can lead to people wanting to go see the movie as
Yep.
well. You can have Doja Cat fans that are like, wait, what is this movie like that? Doja Cat like made a song for, or I'm gonna go see it. Things like that. People don't realize that the soundtrack sometimes, can create,
Hype.
can create hype basically.
Yeah, soundtrack movies.
Wow.
Yeah, they're recreating hype, man. They're recreating hype.
Good to know. And again, people forget how big the Barbie soundtrack was that year, that summer. That soundtrack was huge. That soundtrack was massive with the "I'm Just Ken" song and the Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj song. Like that, like I think it was Megan Thee Stallion, right?
I think so. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while.
Nicki. I'll make sure people in the comments. Oh no, Ice Spice. Right, it was Ice Spice. That's right. It was Ice Spice. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember the song. I remember the song too as well.
That's right. Because I was like, God forbid, I got that incorrect. How dare you? Ice Spice. Yeah, Miss Dunkin' Donuts with Ben Affleck. That's right. I keep saying. That's a random collab, by the way. Ice Spice and Ben Affleck. I was like,
hey man, Ice Spice was like very like trendy back then, man. That was like 2 years ago, but she was like trending everywhere. She was everywhere. So like, yeah, it's crazy.
You ever see Malone put out a thing on Instagram one time? He was like, industry plan.
About Ice Spice?
Yeah. I'm like, man, that's you. Okay.
I mean, I definitely can see how she could be.
I can see it too.
Yeah. But
I can see where they're coming from.
I'm not in that world of music, so I can't really say much about it,
All right, so that's F1. Also coming out that same day. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I wasn't a huge fan of the first one. I know, tomato. I wasn't a fan of this first one. The trailer for this second one looks like complete ass. I'm not gonna lie to you. Are y'all, bro? I'm sorry, man. I know that was Universal. We work with Universal. I sorry, Nick, if we lose our privileges.
They're coming for you, bro.
Bro, I'm sorry, bro. This movie, I saw the trailer the day when I saw something, and I said, "Are y'all for real?" I said that like this, and I was like, "Oh no!" I said,
"Bro, this looks like I saw the trailer. It looks like an action horror movie."
You're ripping off Terminator.
I've only seen the trailer for the first one. I haven't seen the movie. I haven't seen the first movie, and I haven't even seen the trailer for part 2 yet. So
I know.
Yeah,
bro.
After hearing this, like I might just continue to not watch it.
We're gonna review it because we work with Universal and Blumhouse. I know we're gonna review it. But...
I see this movie, man. It's been at the top of my since I saw the first one. Bro, I can't. Oh my god! Like I have Megan spelled with the 3 tatted on my back. The tat on my front. I can't Thug Life right. That's why Megan right here.
I'm laughing because last year I was on me last year. We were talking about this movie. I think it was Borderlands or something, whatever. And Nick was like, "Oh hell no, bro! I ain't seeing that shit." I was like, "Nick, we work with them. I'm looking for this movie. I can't wait for this movie." And luckily, bro, you had a fucking fortunate ball because last year we didn't review Borderlands or The Crow, and because it wasn't good because they show a screening. So you saw the future. You were like. You knew.
It's my spidey senses, bro. It's my spidey senses.
Are you? I mean, Mose, are you hyped for this movie at all?
I mean, out of all the movies that we talked about, this is probably like my least. I didn't see the first one.
I'll watch the first one. I'll do Universal.
Yeah. This is like my least likely for me to watch, but. Hey man, if there's a day where I'm like, I'm gonna go see this movie and I need a movie to watch, I'm gonna go watch the movie, But I would have to see the first one first to go see this movie,
Okay, so the reason, because I know it was a huge hit when it came out. I remember everyone at work talking about it, and I saw it like a week after it came out, and I saw it at the theater I used to live by up in Scottsdale, and everyone people were going crazy and clapping, and I was just like, I don't get it. I was sitting there, I was like, I just don't get it. And people were like, I mean, I know it was a huge hit. I know it was like, it was so memed. I know Jason Blum wore a Megan outfit to the premiere, and I think to like a CinemaCon, whatever. So hey, I commit to the bit, man. I respect it. But the whole time, bro, I'm in that theater, bro, and I was like, I don't get this. I really don't. I thought it was so corny, and I thought it was like trying to be like this generation's Chucky, but like more like I don't know, more mainstream and
more like hip and shit like that.
yes, yes. And I think I saw either the Amateur or Minecraft, and I saw the trailer for this, and I sat there and I was like, sure. And I was like, I guess. And I'm like, I was sitting there, I was like, I don't know about this. And it just seemed so like, I don't say forced, but I was just like, do we get to your point, Nick? Like, do we need a sequel for this? I know it made so much money, but I was like, I haven't been inclined to rewatch the first one since I saw it 2.5 years ago. I'm like, oh, that's right, that one came out.
Damn.
I was like, I guess. I'm like, but yeah, I know it was a huge hit. But I remember seeing it. I was like, it's that TikTok sound. I mean, it's alright.
Yeah, it's alright, I guess.
Right.
Overrated as fuck, in my opinion.
That's how I felt about it. So I'm looking forward to reviewing it. You know, when we see it at a screening, but like I'm going in with low expectation for this because I have none personally. So
speak for yourself, Doug. This has been at the top of my list for years.
We're gonna see it, bro, and you're gonna be like, yes, cinema.
Yes. Oh, he's standing up in the theater like, yes. This is like, fuck Superman. It's always Megan 2.0.
You're gonna be first in line to tell Lee your thoughts about the movie. You're gonna zoom out the theater and tell her your thoughts.
I'll be on the camera. This movie was the bomb, bro. You got to see it soon as I get in the car. Man, fuck that movie. You fuck the first one too.
It's gonna be fun to review this with you guys. But so that's getting to your point, Moses. That's a big Friday, man. That's 2 big movies back to back on the same Friday. That's crazy. All right, July 2nd. Now we're into July. Y'all know my thoughts about Jurassic World Rebirth. I'm not a fan of this franchise. I can't stand these movies. But again, to like you guys said, I'm going with an open mind because Gareth Edwards did this one who the creator, and I love the creator. Open mind. How are you guys excited for this movie at all?
Man, Scarlett Johansson is in this movie, bro.
Oh my gosh. No, teasing.
So was that egg. So was that egg.
Nah, I'm just kidding. But yeah, man, I'm excited for this movie. You know, I'm a huge Jurassic World, Jurassic Park fan, so I'm excited for this movie. And you got Mahershala Ali in this movie. I don't know why he's supposed to be being in Blade, but anyway, that's another conversation. Right. But yeah, I'm excited for this movie. I don't know nothing about it except watching the trailer, and I thought, oh, I'm excited. There wasn't anything new that I felt was like different or interesting, but I did like how it was shot on film. That was cool. You can easily tell it was shot on film because how vibrant the colors are and everything. Yeah. And I don't think this was shot in IMAX. I'm not exactly sure, but
I think it was filmed for IMAX, but not shot.
It was filmed for IMAX. Yeah. It was filmed for IMAX. But yeah, I'm excited to see this movie. I'm excited, I'm excited to see how different Scarlett Johansson, is without how a character is overall, because she's always, the Black Widow and everything like that, and how I want to see how well she transitioned from like one franchise to another. Okay. I want to see how well she does with that.
You really pressed on Scarlett Johansson for some reason. What's up, Moses?
I'm a huge fan of Scarlett Johansson. I had a crush on her. I still do. But anyways,
I respect it. I ain't even mad at it, bro. I'm just trying to give you a hard time. But
yeah, but yeah, I'm excited for this movie. Yeah.
No, I'm with that because I'm kind of this is my I gotta hop off after this. It's a little bit of overtime tomorrow.
Oh
out of all of the Jurassic / World movies, this is the first time I've actually been excited for one. Because I saw the first one and like I liked it. I can appreciate it for what it is. But like when I saw it, it was like I didn't really want to. It was like my grandma put it on. She's like, Spielberg, you got to see it. I'm like, okay, fine. But this one, like, it really looks like like what Moses was saying. This is the most different. It's not like, oh, yo, we found a way to make dinosaurs, and then y'all just repeat a few more movies, and then it's like, hey, not only are we still making dinosaurs, but we're making the park fucking bigger. It's not Jurassic Park anymore. Now it's Jurassic World, but it's like that's the worst fucking thing. So this one, it looks like y'all made dinosaurs, it fucked everything up, and now we're just kind of like we're about to like and steal some shit basically.
Yeah,
but on
yeah,
an island of dinosaurs. So
different,
you feel me? Yeah, like that premise. It's fresh, it's different, and I like it. So it's enticed me to like, okay, y'all aren't just hashing the same shit, and and it's a completely different set of characters. So I'm looking forward to this one. This is the only one I've actually been like, you know what, I would go out of my way to see that.
I'm hoping, I'm counting out. I hope they give us the screening in IMAX. I hope Universal will be like, hey man, the screening got y'all in IMAX, and this is wishful thinking. So I'll be like, what? Now I'm more inclined.
Yeah.
By this. But no, I again, to be fair, I'm gonna go with an open mind. I'm gonna go open mind with this one. Like you guys again.
No man, don't go with the open mind. Go with the open heart. No. Okay.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Speak on it, Moses. Speak on it, man. That part. But no.
Preach.
But again, Mahershala Ali is one of my favorite actors. As we all love Mahershala, and I am a Gareth Edwards fan, so I'm going in with this. So okay, we'll cap it. Okay, we'll cap it right there with the 1st July. Again, this will be part 1 of our summer movie preview. We'll cap it here with Jurassic World Rebirth, and then we'll finish July and August next week's episode. If y'all cool with that. So
I'm with it.
We'll do that. Okay, so before we go real quick, probably don't have time to do one-on-ones, but again, Nick, where can our lovely audience find you at home on the socials?
Right here at Midway Avenue Productions, a Genre of Your Life podcast, anywhere that you can listen to podcasts and on YouTube. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Ahmad Johnson 98. And damn, that's it. Yeah.
Moses?
Man, well, what do you think here at the Genre of Your Life podcast? I love saying that.
It's really good.
Great. But yeah, you can find me here, of course, with with my 2 friends, Doug and and the amazing Nick Johnson.
Wait, just Doug? He gets amazing. Hold on now. Oh man,
hey man. I was getting there, bro. I was getting there.
This man said, yeah, Doug. I'm like, I'm clutching my pearls right now, bro.
Yo, I was getting there, bro. I was getting there, man. I was getting there. But no. Of course, you can find the one and only Doug, the amazing plug, here with as well as Nick, Nick, the one and only Nick Johnson.
Yes, sir. The one and only.
You. I guess, man, you sound like every girl I dated in my life before. Yeah, I guess, Doug. I guess, Doug.
Oh my god.
I guess, Doug. Yeah. You're like, yeah. Bro, I'm having a party. Yeah, Doug. I guess you can come to this party too. I guess you're invited. Yeah, by default. Yeah.
He said, I'm here with my boys Nick and
Wait, what's your name again? Oh man. Just you wait the next week's episode intro. I'll be like, and Moses.
Yeah.
I guess. Hey, you don't have to call. Hey, also, by the way, you don't have to say Mr. Hollywood himself. By the way,
Bro, I have to, man. You are Mr. Hollywood.
I'm not though. I'm not.
Bro, by proximity, bro, you are Mr. Hollywood. Mr. Regal LA Live.
No, it's called me. Mr. LA.
Yeah, Mr. Ugg. You told me years ago. My name is Ugg.
It doesn't matter. You call me whatever, bro. But yeah, you can find me at my website, too as well. Directed by Moses Lawi, and you can find me on Instagram at Moses Lawi _ too as well. I haven't posted there in a while, but I'm hoping to start that tomorrow. I don't know. But yeah, you can find me there.
Yes. And of course, you can find me with these fine gentlemen here every week at the Genre of Your Life podcast. You can find me on Instagram at The Young Jones.
You don't have to sub. That's crazy.
What, bro? I'm eating so much shit right now for that too, bro. So yeah. All right. You know what, man? Y'all can find me with my fucking ride or dies right here, man. Man, my main man Moses, bro, of almost 10 years. And my brother Nick Johnson, man, also 10 years, man. I love these boys so much, man. They're the reason why I do this show, man. They are the reason why the show is so special. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart. How was that? Sold.
That was perfect. That was perfect.
No, you're right, bro. I give you so much shit for that, and I was just like, yeah, these guys. So
that was fantastic.
I mean my words, man. It was. But you can find me, of course, at Instagram at The Young Jones. You can find me on Twitter or X at Capri Sun, Capri _ __SON. And guys, you can find our show socials at Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, all one word, Midway Avenue Productions. And please support these guys. They have amazing work. They have both amazing articles. You can check out right here in our link tree. Check out both their amazing award-winning short films, and of course, check out Nick's article, Moses' article, and of course, Moses' website. Guys, I hope you have a great start to the season to the summer season, to the summer movie season. We're just getting started. Look out for next week, of course, our part 2 of our summer movie preview season. Go to the movies, guys. There's so much to offer right now, man. There's a plethora of things going on right now in films, in the cinema. Again, and of course, as Moses said earlier too, Sinners will be back in IMAX on May 15th in 70mm. Check it out. Until then, guys, we'll see you at the movies, and take care.